It's time for the COMC pregame show. Here's William Holtz and Chris Schneider.
We are live on Lake TV for tonight's Game of the Week. It's time for our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show as the Eldon Mustangs play host to the Versailles Tigers. I'm William Holtz, joined by the great Chris Schneider, and tonight on our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show, Chris, you're going to talk with both head coaches. Versailles' normal head coach not here. You'll tell us all about that, and of course you talk with Eldon head coach Chad Holt. We also spotlight one player from each team that we think will make a big difference on tonight's game. And when you look at both of these teams, Chris, I'm telling you what, two teams that seem to be going in completely different directions.
Yeah, they really do. And the records would tend to indicate that as well. Eldon comes in 2-0. They won last week's game on the last play of the game. And boy, that fired them up all week. On the other side of the coin, Versailles comes in 0-2. They didn't look great last week in the loss. Really terrible in the first half. Played a pretty good second half. And they're without their head coach this week, too, which is going to be sometimes that'll fire you up, though.
Right.
So we'll see how that happens. But I think you're right. They have been going in the opposite directions. We'll see what Versailles can do against a very hot Eldon team.
And its conference play starts tonight, week 3 of the high school season. Chris, typically when you start to kind of gain your identity and have some kind of idea or really an idea of what your team's going to be and how good you can be. Yeah. And right now for Versailles, they desperately want to get in the win column. And for Eldon, they want to keep this puppy moving. They want to keep the line moving. 2-0, looking to improve to a perfect 3-0. Probably Chad Holt's best start as head coach of the Eldon Mustangs. Yep. So we'll tell you about all that and a whole lot more on Lake TV's after this.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
When was the last time you looked at Central Bank? We mean really looked at what's possible when you combine leading-edge technology with a bank who can make important decisions locally and who can help you turn what's possible into what's real. Take a new look at the world of possibilities with Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
And we're back on Lake TV for our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show as we get ready for the Eldon Mustangs and the Versailles Tigers Tri-County Conference play right here on Lake TV's Game of the Week. And Chris, we look at first our visiting Versailles Tigers. They're going to be without their head coach, Warren Sight. So catch us up on how exactly we got to this point.
Well, it's, toward the end of the game last week, Warren had to leave the field. Don't know really what happened there or why, and kind of learned as the week went on that part of it had to do with they came out late to start the game last week, and there were some things on the sideline with the other coaches, apparently, that as the head coach, you take responsibility for. So because of all of that, Coach Warren Sight's not here tonight. In fact, he's watching on Lake TV tonight. So Coach Sights, we say hello to you. And so Aaron Allen takes over for Coach Sights on the sideline. And he's been coaching for 14 years. So he's been around for quite a while. He's got a lot of experience. He's been coaching with Warren Sights for the last couple years since Coach Seitz got to Versailles. So he's the next man up, and this is the opportunity for him to step up, see what he can do in that position.
Yeah, and outside of being without their head man tonight, Warren Seitz, due to, as you mentioned, not anything he did, but as the head coach, you paid the price. First, they got a sideline warning because they weren't out by the 3-minute to game time warning. They weren't out on the field, so they get a sideline unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. They got one later for a sideline warning, and I guess that means he was ejected, not by anything he did, and therefore he serves a 1-game suspension. That's not all Versailles is dealing with because they're all conference, all district freshman receiver from a year ago.
Yep.
Probably the best player on the Tigers roster, Reese Murdoch. He's dealing with a nagging injury, and he's probably not going to be back until the latter part of the season, if at all. Also, you look at one of the anchors of this team's line, Michael Vansel, got a really bad leg break, and so he's not playing. And so Versailles has all kinds of things going on, but they're looking at it as an opportunity for coaches to step up in new roles and some of these players to step up in a new role.
Yeah, and Reese Murdoch, losing him to injury hopefully he'll be back toward the end of the season, but we're not sure of that. He's got a small fracture of the scapula, we're told, and so hopefully that will heal and they'll get him back. But he's one of those special kind of players. He's just a sophomore. Last year as a freshman, he was a standout. So they really miss having him on the team. And, with Coach Warren Seitz' offense, they do like to throw the ball around. So, again, that just hurts your game plan, hurts what you do when you don't have him out there. But you still have to find ways to win. You can't, use those as excuses. You got to figure out how to move on. They've still got a lot of good talent out there. They've got a really good young quarterback in Ryder Williams. And so they'll have to come in here, find a way to win tonight.
Yeah, and they're going to have to get going early because, as you said, Eldon comes in 2-0, and they're looking pretty solid on both sides of the ball. So if I look at the Versailles Tigers without Reese Murdoch, you look at some of their position players that are going to have an opportunity to step up. The one that I think about first is their starting quarterback, the junior, Ryder Williams. He's tonight's the jet ski place spotlight player of the game for them. He does it from the quarterback position, and not only does he throw the football, but he's going to have to tuck it and run tonight. At the junior, there's a few things he has to do tonight, Chris. First, he has to protect the football. He wants to get off to a fast start, and what that means is hopefully they've drawn up some quick patterns for these slot receivers, these tailbacks out of the backfield. Get the football out of his hand fast. Also, you got to play bigger than the moment. Your team's 0-2. You're coming in to the Eldon Mustangs hometown stadium. People are fired up after that last minute win. The crowd's going to be active early and often for the Mustangs, so he's going to have to play bigger than that, and then you're going to have to move the chains. Give your defense a break, even though a lot of these guys play both sides. You start moving the chains, getting some momentum. You never know what happens, and so for Ryder Williams, he's got to put this team on his back tonight, and it's why he's the jet ski play spotlight player of the game, because we're used to seeing it on the basketball court, and we've seen it on the football field, but now as the signal caller, it falls on Ryder Williams tonight to keep the Versailles Tigers in this game.
Well, and we've watched Ryder the last couple of years playing basketball, playing football. He's a great athlete, and so really he has the capabilities of doing that. We did their game last week, and he showed a really good touch on the ball. He throws the ball really well and has some pretty good receivers even with Reese Murdoch out. So, it's putting a lot of pressure on the junior quarterback to step up and come through in a game like this. But that's the beauty of sports. You see it all the time where something magical happens. They find the formula and they come in exactly like a game like tonight and put it all together, find a way to win, and then it turns the season around from there.
Yeah, it absolutely can. And another storyline you want to pay attention to is, Chris, at any level when you're coaching, whether you're a coordinator, an assistant coach, you really ultimately want to be the head coach, right? It's why you're in it. You want to be the guy in charge. You want to build your own program. And so a storyline to watch tonight is that for Aaron Allen, the assistant coach for Versailles, that, as you said, he got the nod. He's going to be the head coach tonight for Versailles, and that comes with some added pressures and a lot more eyeballs on you than you typically would. And I think he's pretty fired up, indicated on what he had to say when you talked to him just a little bit ago.
So, Coach, you kind of get thrown into the fire this week. Coach Seitz not here, so you've got to take over for him this week.
Yeah, we hated to lose Coach Seitz. The circumstances last week were a little rough for us, and part of that's on me. And I guess the blessing is that he gave me the head charge guy, and it's a great opportunity for me to see what we have along with our coaches. All of our coaches are in different roles this year, or this game at least, and we just try to learn from our head coach and hopefully just translate that to the field and make sure our kids are just consistent.
Well, I got to say, you got a much better beard than Seitz does. That's for sure.
Yeah, he gives me grief every time. Make sure I put the beard oil and all that other stuff.
There you go. I mean, it's so good it almost looks fake. So you're taking on this Eldon team tonight. They're red hot. They're 2-0. They won on the last play of the game last week. What are you going to have to do to slow them down?
Hopefully we're in the situation where they're throwing that means we're in the lead, but not let them complete that ball. Quarterback's he's a great runner. He's physical. He's big. But the amazing part is you watch him throw on film, and he throws a really good ball. That ball that he threw was 45 yards on the last second one. And, they're riding high on that. That's a big win for their community and for their kids. And it's just being in the right place at the right time. And those kids were there, and they completed it and did a great job. But, the offensive line, we've got to stop the running game. And they're physical, they're big, and they're physical. And so we try to turn it up a notch for our kids and get that mentality in them that, they don't see us as a whole lot. We're not as physical as them. And so maybe we can get that underdog mentality in us and return that physicality and see where the game ends up.
That would be great. Now, so on offense, what do you want to do against them? You want to throw the ball, you want to run the ball and control the clock. What's the thing tonight?
Well, the crazy part is, and this is where we've got to get in that rhythm, we actually have one coach calling run game and one coach calling our passing game. And so getting them on the same page through the calls and what we want to do. Obviously, you want to run a balanced game so nobody can pick up on your tendencies or anything like that. But the number one goal is to control the clock and have maintenance of the ball so their team doesn't have it. So we always want to run the ball, and that requires physicality from the offensive linemen, running the ball hard, and obviously not creating turnovers.
Okay. Coach, good luck tonight. Thanks for your time, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you.
Time to get your PWC winterized, and Dockside Marine the Jet Ski Place, with over 30 years experience, is the place to go. You can feel secure knowing Todd is working on it. Why brave winterizing yourself and make a costly mistake? Todd will winterize at the shop while you wait or schedule at your dock. At the shop, winterized prices start at just $80. Multiple skis get discounts. Check out midmopwc.com for all the info. midmopwc.com, the Jet Ski Place. What are you waiting for?
Camdenton, Quick Car Wash and Lube opened in March on Jack Crowell Road, and you welcomed us with open arms. Thank you. As a locally owned business, we've served Jefferson City and Osage Beach for years with our monthly unlimited wash club. It's simple. Pull into our brand new tunnel on Jack Crowell Road as many times as you want, all for one low monthly price. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional. Every time. In Jefferson City, Osage Beach, and now Camdenton.
Yeah, we welcome you back to Eldon, Missouri for Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. It's week 3 of the high school football season, and as you see on screen, the Eldon Mustangs come in a perfect 2-0, and as for the Versailles Tigers, they are winless at 0-2, and so we told you a little bit about the visiting Versailles Tigers without their head coach. A few of the other guys that are going to have to step up as you look at the seniors for this team. Ty Edgar last week, he had a touchdown catch, but Hunter Chamberlain, Trace Murdoch, Cage Pritchett, Gavin Brantley, Isaiah Waller, these are the seniors that I'm looking to really make a statement tonight. They want to be the leaders. They also get senior Joe Bland back on the line, which is big for them. And then their junior tailback, Tyrus Ollison. He's going to be a workforce tonight because he's going to get the ball a ton as their leading tailback, and if they're going to want to move those chains, they can't put all of that pressure on Ryder Williams' back, so Ollison going to have to be a contributor as well.
Ollison's a stud, man. This kid is, he just keeps growing bigger and stronger, and we've watched him the last few years playing basketball and football, and last year he was pretty good. This year he's really good, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on him. Again, they don't have big numbers at Versailles. They don't have a whole lot of depth on the roster. So these guys are going to have to play. They're going to have to play both ways. They're going to have to play dinged up sometimes. And Mr. Ollison is one of the keys. If they're going to move those chains, get some groundwork going tonight, it's going to be Ryder Williams. It's going to be Mr. Ollison on the ground, chewing it out, getting it done. So we'll see if they can do it. But it is going to help a lot to get Joe Bland back on the line.
Yeah, and for the Eldon Mustangs, the home team, this has the makes of a potential blowout. They've got so much momentum. They start with a big win week 1 over Fulton, which is a big school. Week 2, they get Owensville, a district foe. And as you guys probably know if you're watching this, one of the crazier finishes in the history of the program.
That was great.
It was like a 57-yard last play of the game touchdown. Eldon trailed by 5 points. It was off of a deflection, falls into Devin Wardenberg's hands. He runs off into the end zone as time expires. The Mustangs win. It was absolutely crazy. The sideline was going nuts. That makes them 2-0 on the year, and they've got a lot of momentum. They're here at home tonight. Huge crowd. You see all the cars out there, and they've got a really good junior quarterback, Hunter Hess. Of course, he's the one that flung that down the field.
Yeah.
Got fortunate with the bounce, right place, right time. But sometimes the football gods work in your favor, and regardless of how it looks at the video, when you look at the score column, a win is a win.
You know, and it's funny, you said earlier these teams are going in different directions, and that's true. You know, I mean, sometimes things just go right for a team,
right?
And they've been going right for Eldon. They get that bounce. They win on the final play of the game last week, and the bus ride home, according to Coach Holt, was just, you know, they were through the roof. It was just phenomenal, and they're still riding that high. Versailles, on the other hand, they can't seem to figure out how to win. And until they get lucky and get one of those wins or something happens for them, they're going to be trying to get rid of that, you know, off their back. So, but Eldon, yeah, they're feeling good about life going into tonight.
Yeah, and as they should be. Can you imagine being 16, 17 years old and being part of that? That improves your team to 2-0. Friday Night Lights, you start to think, man, last play of the game, the likelihood of this happening, it's not good. We're probably not going to win. Oh, my, what? And then in a matter of seconds, everything changes. And if something like that can really be the catalyst for what allows your team to turn the corner. This is the 5th year under their head coach, Chad Holt. He's been part of this Eldon program for a while, and he's disciplined. You remember he was under Shannon Jolly, and who ran a very tight ship. Actually got the Eldon Mustangs back to the district championship in 2011 and 2012. Broke like a 50-plus year drought for the Mustangs. Chad Holt was a huge part of that staff, and he's built upon that tradition and on that style of program that Shannon Jolly installed here. And now you're seeing the fruits of those labor, Chris. You're seeing things like last-second wins. You're 2-0, and this team very, very disciplined. One thing that Coach Holt said he wants to see this team limit would be the penalties. 13 penalties a week ago, and you got to clean some of that up because this coach really does have a team that's completely bought in to what he wants to do, and that's scary when you talk about a young group with a lot of young guys who have won some games now and believe in their head coach. It's a formula for success.
Yeah, and they come off last year where they won a playoff game. Again, they kind of learned how to win, and they're keeping that going this year.
Yeah, and you actually had an opportunity to talk with Eldon head coach Chad Holt just a little bit ago.
So, Coach, man, I tell you what, you guys come off quite a thrilling game. You win on the last play of the game last week. That's got to add a lot of energy, I'm guessing.
Oh, it added a whole lot of energy. Now it's trying to retain their focus back in when you're dealing with high school kids. But, man, it was one heck of an atmosphere on the way back home.
Absolutely. Okay, so you beat Owensville last week. Got to forget about that. This week, big rivalry game. Versailles comes to town. They're struggling a little bit, but you just can't take them for granted.
No, you never can, and that's what we told our kids. That's what helped after that emotional win. You know, these rivalry games, each team's going to get up for it, and then our conference, you can't take anybody lightly in this conference.
Absolutely. It's tough here in the Tri-County. So tonight, you guys, what do you want to do against Versailles? What's going to be the key to picking up a win?
The key to us right now is cleaning up our penalties. We've had too many penalties the first 2 weeks, and we got to make sure that we're able to control the ball and not get ourselves in 3rd and 25 situations again, and we did that a lot last week, so we got to make sure we clean that up.
Man, you really have been running the ball well so far this year, though.
Yeah, we run the ball well. We just kind of went to the shotgun look a little bit, but we're still, main emphasis is run the ball first to set up the pass, and we've had a really good job of our line up front doing a good job, and then also some backs finding some good seams.
As for this Versailles team, what do they do? What do you need to shut down from them tonight?
Well, they got a running back that runs the ball really hard, but then obviously their quarterback likes to throw it around, and they got the capability of hitting a big play at any shot, so we got to make sure we don't give up the big play.
Does it get any better than this? Just a beautiful night.
It's a beautiful night, and any football Friday night in Eldon's great.
Amen. Hey, thank you for your time. Good luck tonight.
Obviously. Thank you. We appreciate you guys.
You bet.
Well, and that's something that's really been new over the last 8 to 10 years in Eldon is Friday night football in Eldon is exciting again. I grew up in Eldon, and I'll tell you, there was a lot of years we went winless year after year, and Friday nights was not super exciting. That's no longer the case. And tonight's a huge game for the hometown Mustangs because at 2-0, an opportunity to go to 3-0. You've already won in your district. You've already won in your conference. Should they prevail tonight, puts them in the driver's seat for the rest of the way. And I'm telling you what, Eldon is sound, and no one on this team is more sound than Christopher Shepard, the senior tailback who's really busted onto the scene. He's the jet ski place, Dockside Marine Spotlight player of the game through a couple of weeks. Look at those numbers, over 300 yards rushing. That's an average of 150 plus per game. He's averaging 7.6 yards per tote, 5 rushing touchdowns. He's also caught one, and he's a playmaker defensively as well. So Christopher Shepard, he's going to be the guy for Eldon. They're going to want to hop on his back. He's had a great start to the year, averaging 3 touchdowns total a game so far, over 150 yards. I mean, he's really their workhorse. So when you talk about quarterback Hunter Hess, wide receiver Devin Wardenberg, he's the perfect complement out of the tailback position. That's Christopher Shepard, and it's why he's tonight's the jet ski place spotlight player of the game. And he's been part of this team the last couple of years. Now he's getting an opportunity to be featured. And I'm telling you what, he's had a great start to this season. Now as we direct our attention to the field, it's time for tonight's national anthem. That is tonight's national anthem by the Eldon Marching Mustangs. We'll take a commercial break and be right back on Lake TV.
Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. We're changing lives one lake house at a time.
Hi, we're Annie
and Jesse Falstich,
broker and owners
of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri.
If you're looking to buy or sell lakefront property, we have you covered. We live the lake life ourselves, so we understand we're not just selling a home, we're promoting a lifestyle. Our premier lakefront specialists are here to coach you every step of the way. So visit us at lakefrontliving.com to put our experience to work for you.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve. At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve. At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
Have you heard of vitamin IV drips at New Spring Wellness Center in Osage Beach? IV is a very efficient way to deliver all that goodness from vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all in a hydrating fluid. Our IV drips can increase your energy level, your wellness, and help you feel great. We can accommodate groups in the comfort of our center in Osage Beach. However, we are excited to let you know that New Spring Wellness Center is also going mobile. Now you can save time and feel better by getting an IV vitamin boost at your event, like bachelor parties, weddings, golf outings, or even a company gathering. Call New Spring Wellness Center, and with a little pre-planning, we will come to you and boost your health.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the Water Tower in Laurie. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
Moving to the lake is a ton of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. From packing up and delivering to your new home, or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the obvious choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers strives for 5-star service with every move. In Florida, Texas, or California, yeah, we can get you there or move you here, no problem. Sunrise Movers, the exclusive movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today for a free estimate. At Sunrise Movers, we do the hard work for you. It is game time here on Lake TV for our game of the week, week 3 of the high school football season. The 0-2 Versailles Tigers travel 20 miles down Highway 5 right here to Eldon, home of the Mustangs, who hold a perfect 2-0 record, as our captains meet at midfield for tonight's coin toss.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how what kind of a start the Tigers get off to. They were really slow starting last week, and that's ultimately what cost them the game. They played a pretty good second half, lost it in the first half.
Sportsmanship's the name of the game, right? We're going to continue tonight. You're the whistle. What's going to happen? Stop. If you don't stop, what happens? Your coaches like penalties? Mine didn't. I set out several times. So let's not do that. Watch the hits away from the ball. You may have made the best block in the history of this game, 20 yards away. Why make us make the call? Remember, this is for safety. Don't use that as a weapon, all right? Coaches, remember, we'll take water breaks, halftime's 20 minutes. Any questions, coaches? If not, you're released. Good luck to both. Good luck. All right, guys, got a pretty neat coin. MIAA football conference. That's a head. That's a tail. Versailles a busy team. Who's going to make a call for me? Go ahead. And did you hear what he said? Well, it's okay if I drop it, reflip it. And it's tail. We want the ball. You want to receive. All right. White, you will kick. Which way do you want to kick? You want to kick that way? White, follow me over here. Red, you go right over there and just stare at these guys. Here we go. Look at each other.
So hopefully you were able to hear that. Eldon, they win the toss, and they want the football, Chris. They want to get this party started with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, you could tell when the officials gave him the choice, they knew exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted the ball first. They think they can get the ball, take it down the field, and take control of this game right away on offense. Usually, a team will defer to get it in the second half. They want it right off the bat.
Yeah, I like that confidence, saying, hey, if we can march down the field and score right here, maybe we can get momentum and we can run away with this. I always like to defer, but with the way Eldon's started this season, Chris, I like that move. Set a tone in front of the home crowd, and they think they're better than this team they're playing tonight, and they want to show that here early.
Yeah, absolutely, showing that confidence. And again, they're riding high. The last play they played last week was the game-winning touchdown pass off an opponent's face mask, so things are going right there, feeling good. Again, on the other side of the coin, though, for the Tigers, this is the opportunity for them to do something special, turn the tables on the Mustangs, and maybe get the ball going in their direction.
And as we said, so Versailles set to kick. Eldon, they're going to start with it here as the sun is setting on a beautiful Friday evening here in the Midwest. Where would you rather be than right here, right now, Chris?
It is beautiful. Perfect night for football. It really is gorgeous here.
Isaiah Waller set to kick, a short kick. Fair catch called for and made very wisely right there. Daquan Williams, the senior, well coached, puts his arm in the air and makes the play. So good starting field position here for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, great starting field position. You start on the 40. You're looking good. This is just exactly the way the Mustangs were wanting to start this thing. We'll see what they can do from here.
And they love to hide the football. A lot of traps, a lot of misdirections. You never really know who has the football. And you saw Coach Allen mention to us, our edge defenders are going to have to be sound tonight. A little misdirection end of round here. Williams hands off, makes the first guy miss, and a couple of yards. Good containment by Versailles defense right there. That was Dakota Collins, the junior. It was a little misdirection end around, and Eldon loves that type of play.
Yeah, a little reverse there. Looked like it was going to the right. They come quickly back to the left, but didn't catch Versailles off guard at all. Good job. And again, their defense played really well. The Tigers did in the second half last week against a real good Warsaw team. They'll need to come with that again all night tonight.
This time they give it to Williams, who keeps the legs moving, and he's going to be taken down in the open field. Nice piece of tackling. Tristan Albrecht, the junior for the Tigers, after about a 4 or 5 yard gain for Williams.
Yeah, we'll have a 3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs here. Tell you what, it would do a whole lot of good for the psyche of this Versailles team if they can get a stop here, force them to punt the ball and get it back.
So 3rd and short, as you said. Be interesting to see if Eldon airs it out on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Hunter Hess. He'll take the snap, hands off to Williams, tries to find his hole. Nice containment by the Tiger D. He's short of the marker after about a 2 or 3 yard gain. Going to bring up 4th down and short here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Mustangs do. Are they going to go for it on a 4th and 1?
Oh, yeah, they're going to go for it.
At midfield here. And again, either way this goes, it's going to be a pick-me-up for the Mustangs or a pick-me-up for the Tigers if they can get a stop.
Coach Chad Holt says, I don't think this defensive front can stop us. Let's roll the dice on 4th and short. Hunter Hess takes the snap, gives it to Williams, tries to get outside, has 1st down yardage, and across the 50 up to the 46-yard line. It's a New Spring Wellness Center 1st down, and the first gamble of the game for the Eldon Mustangs pays dividends. Fresh set of downs for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they rolled the dice on that. That could have gone very differently for Eldon if they did not get. And you know what? The Tigers defense was there, just couldn't bring him down in the backfield. Good run, nice pickup.
Nice blocking too up front there by the Mustangs front man. 1st down, Hess now. He's going to hold it, rolls out into the flat, has his man very nearly knocked away. Wardenberg pulls it in before Pritchett knocks him out, but not until he's down to the 30-yard line. That's good for a 46-yard New Spring Wellness Center 1st down. And a really nice delivery and a nice job by Wardenberg. As you see on the replay here, that was very nearly knocked away by the Tiger defender. So great concentration here.
Really good throw, right on the money. Good defense. He was just a couple inches short there of knocking that one down or even getting a pick.
That was Xavier Jones-Nolan almost there. The carry on 1st down, the ball carrier, that's Andrew Beanland, the sophomore for the Mustangs. Couple of yards. Yet to see Christopher Shepard, our spotlight player of the game, the senior workhorse for the Mustangs. He's standing over there on the sideline. So 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard gain, and Eldon making quick work of moving into Versailles territory. 9:25 left in the opening quarter here. And Eldon already has it at the 27-yard line of the Tigers.
Yeah, that's what they like to do, run the ball, control the clock, and it's working for them so far tonight.
Play action here. Hess going to air it out. Takes a shot. Has his man, and it's a touchdown. Devin Wardenberg, and that was an absolute strike from the junior Hunter Hess, and they ended the game with a beautiful connection on the deflection last week, and they get the party started tonight with a 27-yard pitch and catch, and it doesn't get any better than that on the throw from Hunter Hess.
Perfect throw. Dropped it right in the breadbasket. That was perfection.
Absolutely beautiful, as you didn't get to see the very tail end of it, but dropped it right in Devin Wardenberg's hands, and the Mustangs strike first. On to attempt the extra point, Zach Smithson. The extra point is up, and it is good. So with 9:09 to go, Eldon out in front on this. Devin Wardenberg touchdown. The Mustangs lead 7-0.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for summer at the lake, and Surdike Yamaha is the place to go. From boats and wave runners to motorcycles and ATVs, Surdike Yamaha has something for everyone. Surdike Yamaha is family owned and operated and proudly celebrating over 50 years of serving the Midwest. At Surdike Yamaha, you'll find more than just great products. We're a full service operation ready to provide all the parts, accessories, and services you need for a great time outdoors. Visit Surdike Yamaha, your one-stop shop for year-round fun at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Are you tired of the same old boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all of your Mexican favorites on our menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our wide variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients, with a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Veracruz is perfect for all occasions. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant. Stop in for a fantastic, authentic Mexican meal or call 573-378-5757 to place a takeout order. We're located off of Highway 5 in Versailles.
And we are back in Eldon right after the Mustangs take the opening series right down the field and cap it off on a 27-yard pitch and catch from Hunter Hess, who kicks off, and that goes out of bounds for an our veterinary penalty flag, being a legal procedure. So Versailles will have great starting field position here on their opening drive.
You know, and the Tigers need some good things to happen to them, right? They feel snake bit for the last couple of years. Last year, they were in a lot of close games, and they lost almost every one of those games. They almost won at California. They almost won against Eldon last year, and they lost to Eldon by 1 point last year. They just have that snake bit feeling. Good things need to start happening for this Tigers team, and for them, they're hoping it starts right here.
Yeah, and it would do them well if they could get the ball out of Ryder Williams' hands quick and try to mix it up offensively, so Eldon can't know what's coming. It's Allison, and Eldon knew that was coming. That's stuffed at the initial line. Looks like number 50, Jackson Williams, in on the stop. The sophomore, first guy there for the Mustangs.
And that touchdown on the first drive for Eldon, the key to that was that fourth down conversion. They had a 4th and 1. They got it. The drive kept going, and they go on and score that touchdown.
Yeah, and that can be defeating for a defense. You feel like, man, this should be a punt situation, and you get on the fresh set of downs. You got to stay out there, and shortly after, Eldon capitalizes, so 2nd and 10 now. Busted play here, and down goes Williams for the second play in a row. This time it's number 60, V.J. Jones, the junior, with the quarterback sack, and that's a loss of 7 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 16 or 17 yards.
Yeah, Ryder Williams didn't have a chance on that one. It was a jailbreak, and they were on top of him. He had really nowhere to go with that ball. So he eats it wisely, goes down, but a tough loss, and it's 3rd and long here, 3rd and 17.
Gonna have to find an open receiver here. He's gonna have to get rid of the football quick. 7 guys in the box, 1 now drops. Williams now takes a shot into the flat, in and out of the intended receiver's hands. He was looking for Cage Pritchett, the senior, who we were very impressed with a week ago. Also looks like he had a receiver breaking open. That'd have been a tall task to try to wing the ball that far down the field. So 4th down and long, and most likely a punt situation here for the Tigers.
Yeah, and it looked like a pretty good throw from Ryder Williams on that one. Might have gone through Pritchett's hands. Looked like it was online. It was on the other side of the field, kind of tough to see. But I think that would have been a 1st down. He was right at the sticks if he'd have been able to catch that one.
So the play looked to be there, as you alluded to, just can't make it. And now 4th down, the punt from Williams. And it's going to come to rest out of play right about the 38-yard line. So a 33-yard punt from Ryder Williams, and Eldon has it with their 2nd series, 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Chris?
Yeah, got a good roll on that punt, and this will actually be worse field position for Eldon to start with than the last time they got it.
So we'll take a commercial break and be back with Lake TV's Game of the Week.
Are you tired of the same old boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all of your Mexican favorites on our menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our wide variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients, with a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Veracruz is perfect for all occasions. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant. Stop in for a fantastic, authentic Mexican meal or call 573-378-5757 to place a takeout order. We're located off of Highway 5 in Versailles.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Yeah, we're back here on Lake TV for our game of the week. 7:37 left here in the first quarter. Chris, Eldon up 7-0 after their impressive first series. They get it back after a defensive stand. They want to keep it moving here.
Yeah, the Tigers need to get a stop.
Little jet sweep here for the Mustangs. Some good running room. Close to first down yardage. Stopped just shy is Jalen Beckman, the sophomore, on the jet sweep. We'll give him 8, maybe 9 yards. Bring up second down and short.
Yeah, coming into this one, Coach Aaron Allen said, you know, the key to defense for us tonight is going to be controlling the edges. So far, they have not been controlling those edges. The Mustangs have been able to run wide, pick up some yardage, got 9 yards on that first down run there.
So second and short, one of my favorite downs, Chris, as you're aware. Hess takes the snap. It's Williams on the quick hitter, and he's got a New Spring Wellness Center first down across midfield into Versailles territory. 1st and 10 at the 49, maybe the 48, as we're inside 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's 3 first downs so far in this first quarter for the Eldon Mustangs. They had 2 first downs on that touchdown drive. Picked up another one there, and they're moving again here. They're trying to keep that momentum going and deliver an early knockout punch maybe to Versailles.
That's out of the gun. In motion, they'll give it to Williams the other way. Big hole here. He goes inside the 30, a foot race. Ryder Williams catches us from behind, but pushes him out of play after a huge gainer for Daquan Williams up to the 12-yard line. That's a 36-yard run. Good for another New Spring Wellness Center first down. And Eldon inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone, just like that.
Yeah, great blocking up front. The Mustang line blew open a hole there, and he had running room. Man, I'm telling you, lucky for Versailles, he got pushed out of bounds there.
Williams barely caught him. Here's Hess now on a design quarterback run inside the 5 to the house. Touchdown, Eldon. And they score again now, 13-0. And that was a really nice play on the design. It was a design run. You saw the blocking up front, opened a couple of holes. Hess was patient and does the rest. That's a beautiful touchdown run, a 12-yard scoring run for the junior, and he's looked really good here in this first quarter.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. We've seen him throw the ball really well, got great touch, and you saw him glide and stride there into the end zone for the touchdown and a big early lead here for Eldon.
Zach Smithson, the extra point. Up and no good, missed it wide left. So a 6:17 left. Eldon out in front 13-0 on this week's Game of the Week on Lake TV. So as we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football, Chris, how about the Eldon Mustangs in the play of their junior quarterback, Hunter Hess, so far?
I'm telling you what, this kid is impressive. He's done it through the air. He's done it on the ground on the 2 touchdown drives here in the first quarter for the Mustangs. A perfect 27-yard pass for the first touchdown, and then that nice run there for the second touchdown.
Here's the kickoff, fielded at about the 10-yard line. Some decent room for Ty Edgar, the senior. Takes it across the 32 to about the 33-yard line, and that's where the Tigers start with this next series. 1st and 10 as interim head coach Aaron Allen gives the play call to Ryder Williams, and Williams, he really did have a nice throw on that last 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Pritchett unable to haul it in, but got to reward your quarterback because you got to move those chains. You're already down 2 scores, and so for Versailles, I wouldn't be surprised to see them get a bit creative on their play calling here.
Well, and last week against a really good Warsaw team in the second half, they moved the ball pretty well. They'll have to figure some things out and do that again tonight.
Right up the middle, Tyrus Ollison makes the first couple of Mustangs missed. He has about 3 or 4 yards up to about the 37-yard line. We'll give them 4, bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, and if they can, keep ripping off 4 yards a chunk, then they can keep the chains moving, and they would love to do that. Keep the ball away from this Eldon offense, but they can't afford to go backwards. That was, again, their problem last week was big losses, and this offense hasn't been able to overcome big losses yet.
Williams now rolls to his left. He's going to tuck it on a design quarterback run, has good yardage up to a midfield for a New Spring Wellness Center 1st down, and that's the Tigers' first down in tonight's game. So a nice run there, and they mix it up, keep it in the running arms of Ryder Williams, and so both quarterbacks, they can run, both quarterbacks can pass. For Versailles, they're going to have to protect Williams and mix it up. So 1st down now. Do you expect them to take any shots down the field?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I just after seeing what we saw them play last week against Warsaw, they throw down the field pretty well. Pritchett was really good last week as a receiver.
Here's the 1st down carry. Nothing doing. Tyrus Ollison. He gets bamboozled in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. The Mustangs all over it, and they definitely have the advantage, that being the Mustangs up front. They're bigger, they're stronger, and they're deeper, Chris. And so for Versailles, they have to try to keep the ball out of the line of scrimmage area. Eldon continues to put 4, 5, 6 men in that box, just daring the Tigers to air it out. Here they will, into the flat. Edgar out of his hands, almost pulled down and then caught. Ty Edgar with a little dose of your own medicine to the Eldon Mustangs off of his hands, then off of Devin Hardy's hands. Then Edgar ends up coming down with it. Let's get another look here.
That was greatness. Look at that. Up in the air again, and then Ollison comes down with it. That was greatness.
Well, Ty Edgar.
Oh, that was Edgar.
Came down with it in a positive gain. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5 after a gain of 7. Yeah. Much more manageable. So a nice play by the senior to keep his eyes on it. Come up with the grab on 3rd and 5. Williams now. He's going to take a shot up the seam. Has Pritchett, who makes the catch down to the 22-yard line. That's a 23-yard gain. And a New Spring Wellness Center 1st down. And that's what I'm talking about. Get the ball out of his hands quick. 3-step drop back, delivers a strike right here to Pritchett out of the slot. 1, 2, 3, get rid of the ball, and a perfect throw, allowing his receiver to go up and get it. And that's the guy I'd be throwing to. Cage Pritchett, the senior, we saw some brilliant signs for him a week ago. It makes a big catch for his team on 3rd down and extends the drive for the Tigers.
He ran a really good route, a post route there, came open, and Ryder put it right on the dime.
Williams now. A little read option and gets swallowed up for a 2-yard loss. And I know you got to run the football to keep them honest, but I do see time and time again Eldon is winning the point of attack it's going to be hard to get a lot going running the football up the middle.
Yeah, so far tonight, the Mustangs controlling the line, the Eldon defensive line controlling the Versailles offensive line. So as we've talked about earlier, the Tigers needing to get a little bit creative. The pass game has been looking pretty good on this drive for them, and so was that run from Ryder Williams around the left side. Need to keep doing things like that to try to get around the edge and outspeed these Mustangs.
Second and long, fumble picked up by the Mustangs. It's going to be a foot race, and I don't think anybody's going to catch him. It's Andrew Beanland on a big-time fumble recovery for the score, and the Mustangs another score up 19-0 before we even get out of the first quarter. Wow. That was a brilliant play. The fumble was forced by Dakota Collins, I believe, number 9. Let's get a look here, Chris. Yeah, Collins forces it. Johnny on the spot. Andrew Beanland says, I'll take that. 67 yards later to pay dirt. And the Mustangs now looking like a weird formation for the extra point. Hess takes the snap, going to roll to his right. Little option, now going to give it out. Has it stopped, do the Tigers. Nothing doing, so trying to get cute on the point after. 2-point conversion, no good. But Eldon defensively with a scoop and a score as Andrew Beanland rumbles 67 yards and the Mustangs lead 19-0.
When was the last time you looked at Central Bank? We mean really looked at what's possible when you combine leading-edge technology with a bank who can make important decisions locally and who can help you turn what's possible into what's real. Take a new look at the world of possibilities with Central Bank. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
We welcome you back to Lake TV's Game of the Week, and it's all Eldon here. Just about 9.5 minutes into the first quarter. The Eldon Mustangs first on a touchdown pass, 27 yards from Hunter Hess to Devin Wardenberg. Then it's Hess, 12 yards with his legs, and then it's a scoop and score for Andrew Beanland, the sophomore, after Dakota Collins, the junior, with a great hand on the football, forced fumble, and Eldon just dominating here in the early going.
Yeah, I tell you what, too, Versailles had a drive going there, positive yardage, and get it punched out, lose it, and goes the other way.
Here's Edgar now with a hole up to about the 37-yard line. Give him a 22-yard return there, and Versailles. Decent field possession here. And what's crazy, Chris, is like you alluded to, Versailles had picked up a couple of first downs. They had a couple of nice plays. Then they went right back to the well with that running up the middle, and it just doesn't seem to be working. And unfortunately, one of those runs, a little careless with the football, was the junior in Eldon. They took full advantage, and they are out in front big. It's up to Versailles now to try to move those chains and chip away at this lead. Here's Ollison. Nice piece of running. He makes the first couple of Mustangs miss, and seems like a lot more just waiting. Eldon's so strong up front.
Yeah, they've been controlling that line, and they did again there. It was a nice run just to pick up a couple of yards on that. But if we've seen anything in this first quarter from the Versailles offense, Eldon defense, Eldon is not able to handle the size and strength of the Mustangs on the line. The passing game has been working for Versailles. The last drive they had it, they were moving the ball, had it punched out.
Williams now, pump fake, gonna hold it. He's in trouble, has no choice but to just run it out. Really a smart play there. He does lose a yard, but no harm, no foul. You live to see another down and third down after the loss, but the receiver was clearly blocking. He had no one to throw the football to. and they're really putting him in harm's way here the last couple of series.
Yeah, you know, and when they roll Ryder Williams out to the right, he's a left-hander. It's harder to throw going against the grain like that. The 2 times they've run that rollout to the right, there's been nothing there, and hard for Ryder Williams to get rid of it. He's been better rolling to the left so far tonight.
He's under pressure again, is Williams. He's going to take a shot, looking for his man. Pritchett got turned around. He was there, but falls incomplete. And Chris, that's there every time. Yeah. Eldon's putting 6 or 7 in the box. They're not dropping a linebacker. There's no safety help. I'm not sure why Versailles is not running those seam routes every down. You look right here, there's no one back over the top. No one drops. Number 8 kind of sits flat, but that seems wide open. There's no one back to help. Pritchett's wide open.
He actually was open on that one, and he just didn't see the ball. He couldn't find it. If he could have found it, that might have been a long gain, maybe even a touchdown for the Tigers.
But you see that seam is open for Versailles now. Here's Williams.
Nice punt.
Very nice punt. Fielded at about the 31-yard line, and returning it for the Mustangs, Jalen Beckman, the sophomore. Decent piece of returning, and the Mustangs have it back. 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Chris, you get a chance to watch the NFL opener last night?
I saw bits and pieces of it. It looked pretty good for the Buffalo Bills against the defending Super Bowl champions, didn't it?
Anytime you go on the road against a quality opponent and turn the football over 4 times, tough to leave with a victory. And not only did the Bills leave with a victory, they did so in dominating fashion. I think the Bills are for real.
I think the Holtz household was pretty happy last night, huh?
Oh, yeah. We were on cloud 9. It was an ideal start to a championship season. So here's Hess now. Back across his body, wide open. Is his intended target, Zach Smithson, inside the 30, cuts back across. Another nice move by Smithson, still on his feet, inside the 5, all the way down to the end zone for a score. 62 yards, Zach Smithson rumbles all the way down. Unbelievable piece of running after the catch. Great design as you get another look here. Play action. Hess rolls to his right, then takes his time and throws back across the field. Smithson catches it, and then he does the rest. Look at these moves. Whoop! Whoop! Yep. Little stiff arm action. Then he stumbles, sidesteps, and falls into the end zone for a 62-yard score. And Eldon up 25-0 with 1:07 left here in the first quarter.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You talk about wide open. There was nobody within 30 yards of him when he caught that, and then no excuse for those missed tackles.
Point after attempt. The run is good by Christopher Shepard. The 2-point conversion successful. Eldon out in front 27-0 with 1:07 left in the first quarter as we get a look at the Eldon fans on our Ozark Homes fan cam. They've had a lot to cheer about early on in this one.
Time to get your PWC winterized, and Dockside Marine, the jet ski place with over 30 years experience, is the place to go. You can feel secure knowing Todd is working on it. Why brave winterizing yourself and make a costly mistake? Todd will winterize at the shop while you wait or schedule at your dock. At the shop, winterized prices start at just $80. Multiple skis get discounts. Check out midmopwc.com for all the info. midmopwc.com, the jet ski place. What are you waiting for?
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. It's our game of the week as the Eldon Mustangs, they are up big here early, just dominating this one. But the Versailles Tigers, they got some opportunities here as the kick from Hess. It's a good one, fielded by Edgar inside his 10. Full head of steam, still on his feet. Nice return all the way up to the 36-yard line. A really nice return by the senior, Ty Edgar, and the Tigers have it 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, second straight really good run back from Edgar there, and puts the offense in pretty decent field position to start this drive. And at this point, the Versailles Tigers are dejected. They've got their hands on their hips, and it's not pretty when you're down 27-0 in the last minute of the first quarter. They've got to get something positive happening, put a drive together, put some points on the board here.
Little option pitch outside to Ollison, and he is just drilled on the play. Nice tackle, Zach Smithson. He just had that long catch and run on the 62-yard touchdown. Nice open field tackle on the option as Ollison took it from his quarterback. Not a lot we'll give him to.
Yeah, but it looked like a nicely run play from Versailles. It was nice pitch. Ollison was there. They only got 2 yards, but it was a smart-looking play, and it was a positive play. And again, this Versailles team cannot afford to go backwards. They got to keep picking things up. And they have found some holes in this Eldon defense. They need to take advantage of those holes over the middle.
Cage Pritchett has to get more opportunities with the football in his hand. He's coming in motion here, and now we've got an our veterinary penalty flag. I think it's a delay of game against the Tigers, and those are unforced errors that in a game like this are inexcusable. Plenty of time to get the play off. It was after a rushing play that didn't do anything. Plenty of time to get huddled, get the play in. So the Tigers got some issues to work through here on 2nd down and long.
Yeah, I feel for them. I've been in games like that where, I've been on a team getting beat like that. It's tough.
Here's Pritchett now on the carry. Tries to cut back up the middle, and there is a slew of Mustangs. There is an our veterinary penalty flag on the field. Almost looked like there might have been a face mask, Chris.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that would definitely give the Tigers a little boost here.
And that's what it is. It's a face mask against Eldon. And I know they've changed the rules, so it's not a 15-yard penalty. It's going to be about a 5-yard penalty from the foul, so it's going to be 2nd down, and that's going to conclude tonight's first quarter of play. Perfect timing after an our veterinary penalty flag, because this message presented by our veterinary. Chris, did you know that our veterinary each quarter break this season is donating a free spay and neuter through Ozarks Cat and Canine in Sunrise Beach? The best way to prevent an increase in stray dogs and cats running around our lake communities is to get your pet spay and neutered. This message and this free spay and neuter is provided by our friends at Our Veterinary. We'll take this quarter break and be right back on Lake TV.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at Our Veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our Veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Welcome you back here to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football as we see the Versailles Tigers cheerleaders trying to get the crowd pumped up here a little bit. It's 2nd down and 6 after the Eldon face mask penalty, so try 2nd down again. And the Mustangs, their defense has been real impressive thus far.
Yeah, it has.
Ball stays on the ground, nothing doing here. Ball carrier senior Ty Edgar in just a big-time hit delivered by Michael Rugen, the junior. Eldon, they have a vengeance so far in this game.
Yeah, and again, the Mustang defense controlling that line. Versailles keeps trying. They keep trying to run that play right up the middle, and haven't really gotten anything out of it all game so far. What they have gotten things out of is quick passes over the middle. They've found some big yardage there. They're going to need a play like that to keep the chains moving.
Here's 3rd down. Rolling with the football, then having to just get rid of it as the pressure was all over Ryder Williams. So he was looking for Ollison in the flat, falls incomplete. Great coverage and just great pressure VJ Jones, the junior, he looks like a specimen, Chris. Already a quarterback sack in this game. He's got a couple of tackles right up the middle, and he put on some great pressure forcing that throw. So 4th down and 6 now for the Tigers inside their own end at the 38.
The Tigers just 1 for 4 on 3rd down conversion tries so far in this game. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Quick hitter to Pritchett. He was there, but the throw behind him, so incomplete, and the turnover on downs. Eldon has it 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Tigers.
Yeah, good grade field position for Eldon, and they haven't needed that luxury to score tonight with 27 points in the first quarter alone. And here they start on the Tiger side of the field for this drive.
Yeah, interesting that they put it at the 42-yard line. Versailles had it at the 38 right there, and they moved it back 4 yards after the incomplete pass. Not really sure why, but 1st and 10 for the Mustangs regardless. Hess takes the snap. Going to give it to Christopher Shepard. Lead blockers there. Look out. Inside the 30. Shepard may go. Inside the 15 and taken down by Pritchett at about the 12-yard line. We'll give him 30 yards on the carry in a New Spring Wellness Center 1st down. And just like that, Eldon right back into the Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance red zone.
Yep, just like that. And now this Mustangs offense is feeling it, man. Everything they've done tonight's been working for them. Offensive line blowing out big holes for runners to run through, and here they are again, right knocking on the door.
Hess out of the gun. Jet sweep this time. Gives it to the slot receiver. Has decent yardage on the carry, does Jalen Beckman, the sophomore. We'll give him 4 yards, bring up 2nd down and 6 from about the 8 or 9 yard line.
You know, in Versailles, they are dejected. They're feeling down. They're down by 27 early in the 2nd quarter, and they don't have their head coach. You kind of feel for those kids out there. And this is not going to be pretty unless they can find a spark of some sort.
Yeah, and you can see the body language down there. They look very defeated. Not a ton of reserves on the sideline for the Tigers either. So these injuries adding up for the Tigers coming into this one. Been a rough start, but like you said, got to find a way. Nice little play action and hesitation from Hess into the end zone. Has his man and just misses him with the errant throw. Probably the only thing wrong done tonight by quarterback Hunter Hess. Made a great move and just didn't complete the pass because wide open was Tanner Pappas, the senior tight end.
Yeah, good pressure from the Tigers defense there. They did a good job getting in the backfield, putting Hess on the run. He did have an open receiver, but on the run sometimes that's a hard pass to make.
Yeah, Gavin Brantley, the senior, applying the pressure there towards the tail end, forcing that throw. And you're right, that was good pressure by the Tiger defense. So 3rd down and 8. The handoff to Shepard up the middle. He's going to be taken down at the 6, short of 1st down yardage, so 4th down and about 4 to go from the 5-yard line here. So the Tigers defense stands up. They're hoping to get a stop and give the ball back to their offense.
Yeah, and the Mustang offense hasn't been forced to try too many 3rd downs and 4th downs on so far in this game because they've been able to move the ball. 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions after that, and here they go on 4th down.
And they get the Tigers to jump. It's an our veterinary penalty flag. Offsides against the Tigers.
Ouch.
Half the distance on this, going to make the 4th and 4 closer to a 4th and 2.
Oh, boy, the Tigers couldn't afford to do that. Good, smart play from Eldon, though. That's good coaching there. They coached up, the quarterback to get him to jump off sides. Good job.
So 4th down and 2 from about the 2.5-yard line. Eldon could get a 1st down without scoring, but essentially 4th and goal. Hess going to call his own number. Trying to get outside and with ease into the end zone. Hunter Hess for the 2nd time tonight on the ground, and Eldon extends their lead to 33-0 with 9:08, and they are manhandling this Versailles team. And man, I'll tell you what, Hess has really matured into this role as the leader of this Mustang team. He was patient, a little stutter step, and into the end zone once again, and he'll come back onto the field to place hold for Zach Smithson. The hold is good. The kick from Smithson up, and it is perfect. So with 9:08 to go, it's Eldon 34, Versailles 0 on Hunter Hess's second touchdown on the ground tonight.
Camdenton, Quick Car Wash and Lube opened in March on Jack Crowell Road, and you welcomed us with open arms. Thank you. As a locally owned business, we've served Jefferson City and Osage Beach for years with our monthly unlimited wash club. It's simple. Pull into our brand new tunnel on Jack Crowell Road as many times as you want, all for one low monthly price. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional. Every time. In Jefferson City, Osage Beach, and now Camdenton.
Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. We're changing lives one lake house at a time.
Hi, we're Annie
And Jesse Falstich
broker and owners
of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri.
If you're looking to buy or sell lakefront property, we have you covered. We live the lake life ourselves, so we understand we're not just selling a home, we're promoting a lifestyle. Our premier lakefront specialists are here to coach you every step of the way. So visit us at lakefrontliving.com to put our experience to work for you.
We welcome you back here to Eldon, Missouri, as Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. Our 10th season bringing you Lake area live high school football as Hunter Hess kicks away. Edgar fields it inside his 15-yard line. Still on his feet. Nice return once again. Whoa. Here he goes. Edgar across the 40 up to about the 44-yard line. A little late for the Tigers as Ty Edgar here on the last few returns is really running.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a great run. He broke a couple of tackles and almost broke out of there, but really good return, sets him up in a good place, down 34-0. Man, I tell you what, hopefully the Tigers can find a little bit of offense, probably through the air, but you know what? That offensive line is going to have to give Ryder Williams some time to throw. Last couple of drives, he hasn't had any time at all.
Keep it on the ground this time with senior Ty Edgar. Nothing doing. First man there, Michael Rugen, the junior linebacker for Eldon. No gain, going to bring up second down and 10.
And keep in mind, maybe the best player on this Versailles offense is out with an injury, that being their young sophomore receiver, Murdoch, has a broken bone, I think, and they're hoping he gets back later in the season, but not out there for the Tigers right now.
So second down and 9, they give him 1. This time in motion, Edgar with the sweep. Tries to get outside, and he's going to be upended. Devin Wardenberg comes from his secondary position and drops Edgar for a loss of 1. Man, nothing doing for Versailles on the ground.
Yep. They're not getting anything on the ground. Again, the Mustang defensive line is just dominating there. Put themselves in a tough position with a 3rd and long here.
They got to air it out. I know they want to try to keep Eldon honest, and they don't necessarily want to have quick 3 and outs, but running the football has not been real successful thus far. The glimmer of positive for the Tigers have been a couple of completed passes, and now it looks like Versailles going to burn a timeout, so we'll take a commercial break. You're watching exclusive coverage of Lake area high school football on Lake TV.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the Water Tower in Laurie. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. I'm William Holtz alongside the great Chris Schneider. It's our 10th season here at Lake TV doing high school football.
And you've done every year, all 10 years of high school football on Lake TV. You've seen some good and some bad, huh?
Yeah, I have seen a lot of exciting games in between Eldon, Osage, Versailles, California. Of course, the mixture of Camdenton games over the years. We've had some great football games on Lake TV, and you can see a lot of those on our classic games of the week that air. So third down now. Into the flat, trying to get it there and just out of the reach of his intended target. Looking for his receiver, Jackson Gideon. Was Ryder Williams. He had him, but on the run, just not able to get enough juice on it.
Yeah, he did. He had him wide open for the first down there. But again, he was kind of running for his life back there, and the throw was a little bit off. No first down, brings up fourth down. Last time, if you remember, from about this same place on the field, the Tigers went for it on fourth down and gave up the ball.
Yeah, a little easier, more manageable situation on fourth and short, but here back in the punt formation, 4th and 10, Williams keeps it low, and that's going to be fielded, and nice sliding catch to prevent it from going further into Eldon territory on the play by Zach Smithson. So Eldon has it again, 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Boy, there's a beautiful moon on the horizon over the field here. What a beautiful night for football. Not feeling so beautiful for Versailles right now, getting blown out here early in the second quarter, 34-0, and just nothing has gone right for the Tigers tonight. The one drive that they had going in that first quarter, they fumbled the ball, and it was scooped up and scored the other direction for Eldon, and it's been all Mustangs.
So Hess now gives it off to Williams, a nice tackle there by Jackson Gideon, the senior, coming up from his defensive back position, but a nice 4-yard gain by Daquan Williams on first down.
Eldon with 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter here. They have not had to punt the ball. I think they've scored a touchdown every time they've had the ball, thus a 34-0 lead with just under 7 minutes to go here before halftime.
And during halftime, we'll have our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. Show you the first half highlights as Hess now tries to buy time and then throws it out of play. Wise decision by him as he was under heavy pressure. Trace Murdoch, the senior, giving him the business. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Good job from Trace Murdoch. Put some really good pressure on the quarterback there. Didn't let Hess have time to find a receiver back there, and it brings up a big 3rd down. And if the Tigers can get a stop, get the ball back, maybe get a little something going before halftime.
Yeah, and they really just need to get a stop to show their defense, to show their coaches we're capable of forcing the Mustangs to punt. That's yet to happen tonight, as Eldon has just been firing on all cylinders. They've been really good on 3rd down so far. They didn't like what they saw from the Versailles defense, so Coach Holt burns a timeout with 6:40 to go in the first half. We'll take a commercial break and be back on Lake TV.
While the financial services industry for years has focused on products, pricing, and performance, or things we refer to at SRG as the how, our focus for our clients has always been around their why. And without fail, over all these years, those whys have centered around family, occupation, and recreation. Think legacy issues, retirement, or achieving a work-optional lifestyle, and checking off those important things on that recreational bucket list. Our foundational approach remains a focus on the things that matter most to our clients and the things that together we can control. And where those two things overlap, that's where we live and work every day. That's SRG Financial and the Mile Marker Formula.
We welcome you back to Lake TV's live high school football, our game of the week. It's the Versailles Tigers traveling to play the Eldon Mustangs and the home team all over the Tigers thus far. A big lead. They've done it on offense. They've also got a scoop and score and a fumble recovery. Defensively, they are just manhandling Versailles here in the first half. They do face a 3rd and 7 with 6:40 to go. Hess rolls to his left. A lot of room, a lot of time, a little flip out, and not a whole lot doing on 3rd down. They do complete it, as Michael Rugen, the junior, with the catch, going to bring up 4th down and 5 at about the 34-yard line. So it'll be interesting to see here if Eldon punts for the first time tonight.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they're bringing in the punt personnel, but we'll see here. If they do punt it, good job, Tigers defense, getting your first stop of the game. And, yeah, punt formation here from the Eldon Mustangs.
Cage Pritchett back to return for the Tigers. Hunter Hess also does the punting duties for Chad Holt's team. Hess has it, gets away a good punt. Pritchett calls for the fair catch and makes it sliding at the 35-yard line. So Versailles defense does their job and gets the first stop of the game, giving it back to the offense. And be interesting to see here, Chris. If I'm the Tigers, I'm not putting the ball on the ground.
No, me neither. I'd be done with that, especially just running it right up the middle. That's gained you nothing tonight for the Tigers, what they've done, but they haven't done it on the last few drives, has thrown some good balls over the middle. Pritchett's been open. Williams was able to get the ball in there to him. We'll see. Let's see if they go to that and start getting, again, a little creative. They did that on one drive in the first quarter, and they were moving the ball until they fumbled the ball.
We'll see here now, 6:28 to go in the second quarter. All Eldon so far. We have our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show at the break. Of course, tonight's second half, Versailles is going to be playing come from behind if they can get any closer.
There's that play.
Right up the middle, nothing doing, into the waiting arms of V.J. Jones, the junior. Swallows up the ball carrier, a loss of 1, going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
This is what you call a good old-fashioned butt whooping so far in this game. Eldon looking really good, 2-0 coming in. They won on the last play of the game last week, and it was kind of a miracle win, and they're riding that, man. And things just continue to go south for this Versailles Tigers team. It would be nice to see them find a spark in some way, find something good to happen here.
Quick hitter here, not even looking, was Ty Edgar. So him and his quarterback not on the same page. Plays like that are what prevent your coaches from calling passing plays.
Yeah.
Just does not look like Versailles is in it to win it right now. They look very, very out of sync.
Well, and I think in Missouri high school football rules, they do have a mercy rule in the second half. If you're trailing by 30 or more points, I think the clock just runs continually. And so if it stays this way, 34-0 right now in the second half, then that second half is likely to go pretty fast.
On 3rd down now, Williams under pressure, takes a shot to Pritchett, has his man, and Pritchett pulls it down inside the 30, inside the 10 to the house, touchdown. Beautiful play from 66 yards out at Versailles. Scoreless no more. Beautiful throw from Ryder Williams. He finds the senior, Cage Pritchett. We've been calling for that play, Chris, because it's been there.
Yep.
And it was almost deflected, but a really nice throw off of his back foot. Pritchett goes up and gets it, and he's off to the races as he scores 66 yards. And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season after having one last week.
I don't know why they haven't been doing a little more of that, because that has worked for them when they've done it tonight.
The extra point is blocked. So with 5:37, Versailles makes it a bit closer. They blink, or they're no longer scoreless. Your score, 34 Eldon. The Tigers, 6. We'll be back on Lake TV.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for summer at the lake, and Surdike Yamaha is the place to go. From boats and wave runners to motorcycles and ATVs, Surdike Yamaha has something for everyone. Surdike Yamaha is family owned and operated and proudly celebrating over 50 years of serving the Midwest. At Surdike Yamaha, you'll find more than just great products. We're a full service operation ready to provide all the parts, accessories, and services you need for a great time outdoors. Visit Surdike Yamaha, your one-stop shop for year-round fun at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Are you tired of the same old boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all of your Mexican favorites on our menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our wide variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients, with a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Veracruz is perfect for all occasions. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant. Stop in for a fantastic, authentic Mexican meal or call 573-378-5757 to place a takeout order. We're located off of Highway 5 in Versailles.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. I'm William Holtz, joined by the great Chris Schneider here in Eldon, Missouri. We want to extend a shout out to our sales manager, Marvin St. John, watching at home with his son, Chris. Want to give a shout out to their family as we lift them up. Just love the St. John family. And Marvin, a new addition to Lake TV team, and him and Chris are at home watching the game, enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah, and Chris's wife, Amy, who is in the administration over at Osage High School, just had open heart surgery.
And so we're lifting her up. All things look great. We're going to continue to pray. And a nice return here by Devin Wardenberg. There's got to be a penalty there on the play.
Yep, there's a flag.
Our veterinary penalty flag is Zach Smithson was just driving the head of a Versailles player into the turf. So it'll be interesting to see what they call here. But two, our veterinary penalty flags will negate the Devin Wardenberg return. Watch number 7 here, just giving this Versailles player the business.
Oh, man, just off screen there.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to see it.
Oh, here it is, yeah.
Oh, you don't see it. He's still giving him the business up under there.
Wow. It looked like he had his face mask, too, maybe there. Wow.
They call holding against the Mustangs. Will back it up on the our veterinary penalty flag. So Versailles now, they've won the last couple minutes of this one.
Yeah, and the Tigers, maybe a little extra spark after that long touchdown pass, 66 yards to Pritchett, first touchdown of the game for the Tigers. See what the defense can do here.
Quick hitter from Hunter Hess into the flat. Has his man. Nice move, and look at him go with some speed. Makes a couple of guys miss. Still on his feet, and he's going to score. Devin Hardy, all the way from 64 yards out. A shake, a bake. Makes the whole defense misses, and he's all the way to the end zone for another Mustangs touchdown. How impressive was that?
That was something else. Good shake and bake. A lot of quickness, but he showed some strength breaking tackles. Boom, he was gone.
Yeah, let's get another look here. Nice design play on the little bubble screen. Really, there wasn't much blocking, and there wasn't a lot of need. There's a nice one there, but watch this. Whoop! Whoop!
Wow.
A nice block there, and Hardy does the rest for the PAT. Has to hold. The extra point is up and good for Zach Smithson. And just like that, Eldon gets the touchdown back and regain a 35-point lead with 5:11 left in the first half.
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Have you heard of vitamin IV drips at New Spring Wellness Center in Osage Beach? IV is a very efficient way to deliver all that goodness from vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all in a hydrating fluid. Our IV drips can increase your energy level, your wellness, and help you feel great. We can accommodate groups in the comfort of our center in Osage Beach. However, we are excited to let you know that New Spring Wellness Center is also going mobile. Now you can save time and feel better by getting an IV vitamin boost at your event, like bachelor parties, weddings, golf outings, or even a company gathering. Call New Spring Wellness Center, and with a little pre-planning, we will come to you and boost your health.
And we are back on Lake TV for our game of the week. And Chris, just when it looks like Versailles caught a break and broke the shutout, Eldon answers right back, a 66-yard pitch and catch. And just what a return from Devin Hardy, or what a catch and run, rather, by the sophomore. Man, there's a couple of highlight reel plays after the catch.
Ooh.
Look out. That one's down on the turf, and Eldon's got it, or do they? I believe Versailles.
Yeah, they did get it.
They prayed extra last night because that was disastrous from the first hop it took. Versailles does fall on it. They have possession, 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Boy, what a run that was, though, from Devin Hardy. I mean, he broke tackles, showed speed. It was pretty all the way around. There was some bad tackling there, but it was a great run.
Just couldn't field it. Then luckily there for the Tigers.
Yeah.
Johnny on the spot saves possession. So 1st and 10 now. Versailles has it. Their own 39-yard line. 5:07 left in the second quarter.
There they go to that run again.
Every time. Ty Edgar, he might have one. Going to bring up 2nd down.
So they scored the long touchdown the last time they had the ball. 66-yard pass. And the receivers have been open in this game for Versailles against this Eldon defense. They just haven't been able to take advantage of it, except for that one play.
Which you would think they might go back to that.
You think? I bet we'll see it maybe here or on 3rd down, because it has been open. That post route over the middle has been open for the Tigers.
Big cushion, too, as you see, between the slot receiver. They're going to take another shot. Overshooting his intended target. We do have an our veterinary penalty flag in 2 places with 4:21 left. This could be holding or pass interference on the Eldon secondary.
Yeah, it looked like a hitch and go and probably caught the defender off guard. He had to hold the receiver. Let's see what happens here. Yep.
It's interesting to me the way that Ryder Williams consistently throws off of that back foot.
Yeah.
He doesn't plant so he can really get his body centered and make an accurate throw. Now, he is an accurate thrower. I've just noticed on a handful of throws through tonight's game, Chris, he's falling away from the end zone. He's throwing off that back foot, and it has worked out a time or two tonight, but it's a dangerous time when you let it wobble in the air and come down into anybody's arms. I'd like to see him drive that front foot forward and have a little force. There's behind the line of scrimmage and just bottled up. Are you kidding me? This number 60, VJ Jones, is a specimen, the junior. He's got Division I prospect written all over him from that tackle position. He is quick off the line. He is tough to block, and man, what a sound tackler he is, and that's a loss of 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, he was all over that. He's showing size and speed and quickness. He's showing everything, and that play had no chance because he was right on it at swing pass out there.
Tonight, VJ Jones, a quarterback sack, 2 tackles for a loss, and a total of 6 tackles he's been in on, so a nice start for him. Here's Williams now, across his body, overshoots his intended target. He was looking for Pritchett, who was double covered. So Williams tries to extend the play to no avail. Going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Tigers.
The positive on that one for the Tigers is as Ryder Williams actually had some time to throw the ball there. He didn't even have to scramble much, rolled a little bit to his right. He just didn't have an open receiver on that one.
Yeah, and Eldon's defense just been suffocating. Good coverage. You know, there's been a couple open receivers, but Versailles have not went back to the middle of the field too often tonight, and Eldon's making them pay for it. A lot of pressure. Williams going to have to tuck it and run, and great close by Devin Wardenberg. Great pursuit from behind from Dakota Collins. So about a 6-yard gain on 3rd down and 16. Going to bring up 4th down and 10 for the Tigers at the Eldon 46-yard line.
Ryder Williams showing some speed on that one. Did a good job, eluding the rush and picking up a few yards. Not nearly enough for the 1st down, so it brings up 4th and 11. And here from the 45-yard line, do you go for it? No, they go in the punt formation here.
Yeah, I think the reason you don't is because with 3:22 remaining, you really don't want to give Eldon a shorter field than you're already going to. Hope for a good punt here from Williams. Gets it away, and that is fielded at about the 14-yard line. First guy misses. We're going to have a blocking or a holding call on a Mustang player as the our veterinary penalty flag flies. Pretty clean game for the most part, penalty flag wise, and that was one of the things Eldon head coach Chad Holt focused on this week in practice coming into this game was averaging almost 14 penalties a game through the first 2 weeks. We've done a lot of things well. That's not one of them. And until the last half quarter, Eldon has played pretty clean.
Last time the Mustangs had the ball, they were stopped for the first time in this game by this Versailles defense. As they mark off the penalty, that'll put the Mustangs pretty deep in their own territory there.
Yeah, that's a tough one because that's a spot foul. That's going to back Eldon up inside their own 10-yard line. But with one occasion, that being the last series for the Mustangs, this Tiger defense has not shown they can stop the Eldon attack. Hunter Hess has been incredible so far tonight. The handoff to Beanland, I believe. He makes the first man miss. Joe Bland cleans it up after that. So second down after the carry from Andrew Beanland. Remember, he had the fumble recovery returned all the way for a score in that first quarter.
Yeah, and that was a drive. Versailles was moving the ball down the field. They were not out of the game yet, and ball got punched out of quarterback Ryder Williams' hands and taken back the other way for a score. It's been all Mustangs since then.
There's a nice job of pursuit up front by the Tigers. In on the stop, number 54, Austin Merritt. Trace Murdoch also in on the play. So a 3rd down and 10 now after the loss of yardage on second down. So the Tiger defense stiffening up here a little bit, trying to keep this 41-6 score intact. They don't want to see Eldon add to it before our halftime break.
Yeah, and we're just 2 minutes away from the midway point.
A little bit of a false start on the play as Andrew Beanland falls to his left. I like the way he goes, it wasn't me. Tried to say, anybody noticed that? Yeah, we did. So our veterinary penalty flag will back him up about another 5 yards.
How about our veterinary? Man, they are just growing.
Yeah, with their new clinic. And Lori, the partnership they've launched with Ozarks Cat and Canine, handling and facilitating all of the spay and neuters, a lot of the annual injections and vaccines you need for your animals. And of course, as we know, at every quarter break this season of high school football, donating entire spay and neuter free of charge through Ozarks Cat and Canine. Here's Hess now, under pressure. Going to step up in the pocket and take a shot looking for Beanland, who's there. Catches it at the 40 and taken down from behind. Another picture-perfect throw from Hunter Hess. This one from 5 yards into his own end zone. Throws a strike to Andrew Beanland, the sophomore. And that's a big gainer right there, all the way up to the 47-yard line. Chris, that's a 49-yard completion from Hunter Hess.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
On first down now, it's Christopher Shepard with the carry. We do have an our veterinary penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, all of a sudden the penalty flags are coming out.
But what a throw. Hunter Hess putting on a clinic tonight, Chris.
Oh, my gosh. That young kid's got a cannon for an arm, and he put that one right on the money again. Nice tackle in the open field, or that would have been another touchdown for the Mustangs. Looks like this one's going to be coming back a little bit.
Yeah, how about his night so far? Let's get another look here with pressure coming. Look at this pass. Hits his man in stride. Hess has 2 touchdowns running the football. He's added another 2 through the air, and we're yet to reach the halfway point. Solid night for the junior signal caller, leading this Mustangs team and well on their way to improving to a perfect 3-0 to start this young campaign.
Yeah, what a good start to the season for Eldon.
Hess again takes a shot. Has his man Wardenberg, didn't come back to get the football. Hess really threw that flat-footed, but still put a good ball up there. I think it got lost up in the light by Devin Wardenberg, but a ball that, by all intents and purposes, from our view, Chris, looks like could have been caught.
Yeah, it could have been. He would have needed to come back for it. If Hess could have gotten a little more on that ball, he was open.
Looked like it went right through Wardenberg's hands.
It kind of did, didn't it? Yeah, and maybe it was a lights thing. He was looking back, so maybe it was there. But
ball kind of sailed, though. It looked like it was going to come up short, and it just kept going and going. I mean, man, Hess is really impressing me tonight.
He is good.
Little screen pass here to Christopher Shepard. Nice first move. Nice second move. Shepard still on his feet. Inside the 20. He will score. Unbelievable. A 47-yard pitch and catch. Hess, he finds his number one playmaker, Christopher Shepard, the senior. That's his second receiving touchdown of the season, and that's the 5th total touchdown for junior quarterback Hunter Hess in this first half.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Great run from Shepard. You see how fast and quick he is. And again, poor tackling from Versailles, but he takes it all the way.
Just great field vision from Christopher Shepard. Knew the angle. He's faster than the defense, and incredible. The extra point up and good for Smithson. 46.6 ticks left in the first half. It's Eldon 48, Versailles 6. We'll be back on Lake TV's Game of the Week after this. And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. I'm William Holtz, joined by Chris Schneider here in Eldon, and it's a rough night for the visiting Versailles Tigers. They've got some injuries. They've also got their head coach serving a one-game suspension. They're without him tonight, but really, it's been a rough night for them. But I think the credit goes to this Eldon Mustangs team. They have played nearly picture perfect here through 2 quarters of play. You've seen it on both sides of the ball. Their special teams has been strong. And if I'm head coach Chad Holt, I'm feeling really, really good about my team's effort in the first half.
You know, there's 2 undefeated teams in the Tri-County Conference at this point. Eldon is one of them, and Blair Oaks is the other.
And they're both up right now by nearly identical scores. Oh, what a piece of hitting on the tackle. That's Jalen Beckman. Lowers the boom on Cage Pritchett, the senior, for the Tigers. But, yeah, Pritchett a little shaken, and I see why. Let's look at this hit right here. Unbelievable by Beckman. Boom! Actually, number 37, Aiden Rome, the sophomore. I stand corrected. A solid piece of hitting there.
Yeah, I tell you what, 37 seconds in this first half can't end soon enough for Versailles. Go in the locker room and think about it. There's that run again.
First down carry to the up man. Nothing doing. Eldon's defense all over it. And I think for Versailles, they just want to get to this halftime break. Reminding everyone watching, we'll have our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. After a short break, we'll come back and should have the Eldon band performance for you during our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show.
Boy, they got a good band here at Eldon. Really good. A lot of players.
Led by longtime educator Ashley Hanks. She was one of my teachers way back when. She doesn't look old enough to have had me, but she is, believe it or not. So at the break, it's all Mustangs. They're out in front by a score of 48-6 over the visiting Versailles Tigers. Hunter Hess, a sensational first half for Eldon. We'll tell you all about that and a whole lot more on tonight's Millard Family Chapel's halftime show after this.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family. And at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Lori. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
It's now time for the Millard Family Chapel's Funeral Home Halftime Show with Will and Chris.
And we're back on Lake TV for our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. And Chris, for our halftime recap, we could tell you a lot about the Eldon Mustangs. They're up big, 48-6, and Hunter Hess orchestrated a very near perfect half of football for Coach Chad Holt and the Eldon Mustangs. And really from start to finish, the tone was set from the opening drive. Eldon, they win the toss. They say, we want the football. And we saw why, because from that moment, it was all Mustangs. How have they done it in the first half?
They didn't hesitate for a second wanting that ball because they knew what was going to happen. And on the first drive, there was a 4th down and 1. And it could have gone either way. They got the first down. They went on to score a touchdown. They went on to score 48 points. So really, it's been all Eldon so far in this game, and it's been all Hunter Hess so far in this game. The quarterback for the Eldon Mustangs, he's done it through the air. He's dropped in perfect touchdown passes. On the first touchdown from 27 yards out, just drops it right in the breadbasket. Perfect pitch and catch there for a touchdown. And they haven't looked back. And just as good as the offense has been, the Eldon defense has been great too, because they have just completely shut down this Versailles team, with the exception of one big play, long 66-yard touchdown pass. Other than that, the defensive line has completely swarmed this Versailles team and not even given them a chance.
Yeah, number 60, V.J. Jones for Eldon has been unbelievable. Chris, he's got a quarterback sack, 2 or 3 tackles for a loss. He seems to really be in there. Now, you mentioned Hunter Hess has been really good, but he's gotten some help. He's got 3 touchdown passes, all 3 to different players. Devin Wardenberg, last year's hero, on the last-second touchdown. Of course, you have Andrew Beanland, who had the scoop and score on the fumble recovery. He had a really nice play and effort after the catch. And then, of course, Christopher Shepard, the leading tailback, he had an impressive catch and run. So it's been a big half of offense. And then, of course, Hess also 2 touchdowns on the ground. So for you fantasy football fans out there, if you had Hunter Hess on your fantasy team, you'd have basically already won this week. 5 total touchdowns in one half of play. I don't think I've seen that in all of my years. One quarterback accounting for 5 first-half touchdowns.
Yeah, and so 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, and then 3 more in the second quarter for this Eldon team, and that is how they've jumped out to this just huge 48-6 lead. And really, it has been a one-sided whipping from beginning to end. And you know what I've really been impressed by is Eldon's talent out there. You see a lot of speed, you see some power, see a lot of broken tackles, and I mean, this team, I think this team's for real.
Oh yeah, and where they're really setting the tone is at the point of attack. Both offensively, the huge holes they're opening up, the time they're allowing for Hunter Hess when they do throw the football, and then defensively, Versailles, we've seen half of their offensive plays from scrimmage have been a run up the middle. Only one has went for more than 2 yards. It was a 4-yard gain. Besides that, it's either a negative 3 yards to 2 yards. It's just not been working. The point of attack for the Eldon Mustangs is winning this football game on both sides. Therefore, or nothing is working for Versailles. The one thing we've seen is when they've gotten the ball out of Ryder Williams' hands down the field up the seam. We've alluded to it 4 or 5 times, and the few times Versailles has went to that play, it's been successful more than not, but they haven't had a lot of opportunities to keep their quarterback Ryder Williams up and to get the football out of his hands. And so for Versailles, Chris, in this locker room, you don't have your head coach, you don't have your leading playmaker in Murdoch. What do you tell this team if you're Coach Aaron Allen?
You know what? I don't think you can tell them, you're going to come back and win this thing, because you're not. You're down 42 points at halftime, but what you can tell them is let's start building for the future. And they kind of did that last week against a good Warsaw team. They had a terrible first half. They came out, played a good second half, almost got back into that game. That's all you can do here in the second half. And the second half is going to go fast because there's a mercy rule. And if there's a 35-point lead, I believe they just run the clock continuously in the second half. And so the second half will more than likely go pretty fast. But it's going to be a gut check for Versailles. You boys are going to have to step up. You're going to have to go out there and play some good hard-nosed football and build for the future, and not just lay down and die.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
We're back here on Lake TV. It's our high school football game of the week. About to start our second half, and it's all Eldon so far. A big first half from junior quarterback Hunter Hess. Chris, 3 touchdown passes to 3 different receivers. He adds 2 rushing scores, and defensively, Eldon was perfect minus 1 play in that first half. They started with the football, so they'll be set to kick to the Versailles Tigers, and I'm interested to see here in this second half how Versailles comes out and starts.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week they had a bad first half against Warsaw, came back, played a pretty good second half, but they weren't down 42 points at halftime last week. They've just been demoralized all night long by this really good Eldon team tonight, and yeah, it will be interesting in the second half, and the mercy rule is kicking in when they kick off. Since it's a big lead, they'll run the clock, so more than likely this will be a very quick second half.
Interesting formation receiving. You have 7 of your 11 within 20 yards of where the football is kicked, and 4 guys back to cover the other 40 yards. Very interesting, and they kick it right to one of the backmen, do the Mustangs, so fielded there by the Tiger player. Ty Edgar now, another nice return. He has it up to about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Tigers start with it 1st and 10. And Chris, I did forget, as the second quarter came to a close, our friends at Our Veterinary have now provided another free spay and neuter at Ozarks Cat and Canine. The best way to prevent an increase in stray dogs and cats running around our lake communities is to get your pet spayed and neutered, and you can do so at Ozarks Cat and Canine, and our friends at Our Veterinary have now given away another free spay and neuter. So first down run, it's senior Ty Edgar. Good positive yardage on first down. He has 5, crossed the 40 up to the 43-yard line, and probably the best rushing play of the night for Versailles.
Yeah, and it's only 5 yards. That gives you an idea of how tough the running has been for Versailles, but they do start off with that same basic play, picks them up 5 yards, good positive yards there. In the first half, unofficially, Versailles just 1 for 6 on third down tries and just 3 first downs in the entire first half.
Yeah, they'll be looking to add to that. Here's a quick hitter into the flat. Cage Pritchett, nice first move, puts his shoulder down and has a couple of yards, not a whole lot doing, as Andrew Beanland, who had a sensational first half. Nice piece of tackling there, going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Tigers.
Yeah, Beanland had a 67-yard scoop and score touchdown for Eldon on the defensive side. Ball got poked out of quarterback Ryder Williams' arms, and Beanland scooped it up, ran the distance there, 67 yards for a touchdown, and that's when the blowout kind of started in this game.
He also had a long catch and run for a touchdown as well, where he was wide open and then did the rest after the catch. Here's Edgar now with the run. He's got some good yardage across the 30. He may go inside the 10 to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent start to the second half. They do it on the ground, and I bet you didn't see that coming on that play. 57-yard touchdown run for senior Ty Edgar, and just like that, Versailles, a great start to this second half.
Wow. Those running plays that were not working in the first half, the offensive line made a hold there, and boy, did he take advantage of it. Squirted through there, and he was gone.
Yeah, you mentioned the offensive line. They opened a big hole, both pushing the defensive lineman away, and it parted like the Red Sea, and Edgar did the rest. So on the point after, going for 2, it's going to be a sweep to Edgar, and it's good. So the 2-point conversion successful, and Versailles, an ideal start to the second half. They get the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So with 9:57 left in the third, the Tigers score again. Your score, Eldon, 48, Versailles, 14.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Time to get your PWC winterized, and Dockside Marine, the jet ski place with over 30 years experience, is the place to go. You can feel secure knowing Todd is working on it. Why brave winterizing yourself and make a costly mistake? Todd will winterize at the shop while you wait, or schedule at your dock. At the shop, winterized prices start at just $80. Multiple skis get discounts. Check out midmopwc.com for all the info. midmopwc.com, the jet ski place. What are you waiting for?
And we welcome you back just in time for Wild Will to swallow a dose of some humble pie. I said that play's not working. It's not working. You have to throw the football. And then just like that, Versailles gets the football first, and they say, we'll show you it's not working. No, it is working. Ty Edgar, 50-plus yards to the house. The 2-point conversion on the jet sweep is good. So Versailles, a great start. Beanland now fields the short kick, looking for a hole. He finds one. He's across midfield. Nice cut back there, and still on his feet. Andrew Beanland inside the 20 to the house. Touchdown, his 3rd score of the night. Andrew Beanland has now done it offensively, defensively, and in special teams. Unbelievable.
That was something. Boy, some speed.
We have an our veterinary penalty flag there on the far sideline, just shy of the 20. This one may be coming back.
They haven't made a call yet, have they? But it is definitely going to come back. It looks like they're going to put him inside the Marcus Sikora State Farm red zone, maybe. Spot foul.
Personal foul.
Wow.
Against the Mustangs. So we speak too soon.
Take it off the board.
That's right. And that would have been the 3rd touchdown of the night for Andrew Beanland. The sophomore has had a sensational game, and you can see when he has it in open space, look out.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
yeah, that guy has got some speed
and some vision, Chris.
Wow.
To wait for the blocking to get set up, stutter step, cut back across the field. Just impressive. So here's Williams now on the 1st down carry. He rumbles forward inside the 25, down to about the 26-yard line. We'll give him 8 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 2 on a beautiful fall evening here in Eldon, Missouri. just about 70 degrees, Chris. Not much of a breeze, and a big-time hometown crowd to support the Mustangs. And they're got to be pretty happy with the showing by the home team tonight.
Yeah, and a beautiful full moon, a harvest moon on this September Friday night.
Second down and short. Little play action. Hess has his man inside the 10, inside the 5 to the house. Touchdown. Mustangs once again. Jalen Beckman this time, the sophomore and the 4th player to catch a touchdown pass from junior Hunter Hess. Hess's 6th of the night. Keep an eye on the Eldon record books. I don't know what that record is. The guy that would know would be Tom Collins on the far sideline. We don't have access to talk to him, but Hunter Hess putting on a clinic in this one.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. Good route. He was wide open, made a good cut, got into the end zone, and that touchdown is made up quickly from the Mustangs.
Yeah, the extra point attempt is up and good from Smithson. So just like that, Eldon answers back and regains the 41-point lead. 8:58 remaining in the third quarter. You're watching exclusive coverage of high school football on Lake TV.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for summer at the lake, and Surdike Yamaha is the place to go. From boats and wave runners to motorcycles and ATVs, Surdike Yamaha has something for everyone. Surdike Yamaha is family owned and operated and proudly celebrating over 50 years of serving the Midwest. At Surdike Yamaha, you'll find more than just great products. We're a full service operation ready to provide all the parts, accessories, and services you need for a great time outdoors. Visit Surdike Yamaha, your one-stop shop for year-round fun at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Moving to the lake is a ton of work, but not with Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you. From packing up and delivering to your new home, or simply loading and transferring your belongings, Sunrise Movers is the obvious choice for your next move. Sunrise Movers strives for 5-star service with every move. In Florida, Texas, or California, yeah, we can get you there or move you here, no problem. Sunrise Movers, the exclusive movers of Lake TV. Give us a call today for a free estimate. At Sunrise Movers, we do the hard work for you.
Back on Lake TV, just in time to see the Mustangs kick it deep, field it at about the 8-yard line. Pritchett, the man for the Tigers, just shy of the 30-yard line. And that's where Versailles has it. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see what the Tiger offense can do last time they had it. First drive of the second half, they pick up a 57-yard touchdown run from Ty Edgar. Looked very impressive on that first drive for Versailles. Give up a touchdown on the other way, but here they got it back. 2 long touchdowns for the Tigers in this game. 66-yard pass to Pritchett in the first half, and that 57-yard run from Edgar here early in the second half.
They need to keep that momentum going offensively. Here is Edgar, keeps those legs moving, taken down low. Michael Rugen, the junior linebacker, nice piece of tackling after a modest gain of 2 or 3 on first down.
55-14. I wonder what the, you mentioned what is the Eldon touchdown passing record. I wonder what their record is for most points in a game, too, because they're up to 55 right now. That's got to be getting up there in the high score territory, too.
Yeah, we've seen some 60s. Remember a couple years ago, one of those games against Owensville. Yeah. It was like 72-69 or something in double or triple overtime. So they've put on some impressive offensive showings in their storied history. But an impressive night tonight, already 2-0, riding the momentum of a last play, answered prayer a week ago against Owensville. It was Devin Wardenberg off of the deflected pass, hit a defender in the helmet or face mask.
Yeah.
Bounced up, and the rest is history, and Eldon hasn't looked back since. Has his man open, wide open up the seam, and a nice piece of tackling from behind. Devin Hardy trips up the Versailles player. That's Xavier Jones-Nolan, the junior, who was wide open, and a nice ball from Ryder Williams in a New Spring Wellness Center. First down for Versailles.
You know, and the thing is, we have seen that pass route open for this Versailles team pretty much all night long. They haven't gone to it that often, but it was open again there. Really nice pass from Williams, put it right on the mark there. And a good tackler, he would have gone all the way.
Yeah, this Eldon line, they make it tough, but if Versailles would open it up a little bit, that is low and that is dangerous. Ball's on the ground and recovered. Who has it all the way back at the 35-yard line? I think Versailles may have fallen back on that.
Wow. I thought that was going to be another scoop and score there for a second. Mustangs think they've got it.
It's Versailles. Holds on to it.
Wow. Good recovery there.
Back at their 35. It's going to be second down and about 25 or 30 yards.
30, yeah. Dang. When your offense is struggling, you don't want to have to put up with a second and 30. But again, they've had some big pass plays. So we'll see if they go back to that over the middle, that post route.
Yeah, we haven't seen quarterback and center exchange issues for Versailles. An odd time in the game to see that start. Little screen pass set up. Edgar now. Nice job by the Eldon line. They weren't fooled. All over it. Number 64. First one there for the Mustangs. Jasper de Graffenried, the senior lineman. He's a hoss in there for Eldon, and he's been a staple on this line the last couple of years. Modest gain of 3, so third down and forever here for the Tigers.
Yeah, so we had some scores early that we heard. Osage was down big to Blair Oaks. Camdenton was up big in their game at Waynesville. So it looks like Camdenton's going to stay undefeated tonight.
Yeah, and if Osage doesn't get a win, it's going to be Eldon against another winless team next week on Lake TV. And again, quarterback sack number 2. VJ Jones, the junior, has had an incredible game. The defensive end is what they actually line him up at. He's listed at. And that makes more sense because he does not move like a tackle or a guard. He is so fast off the line. And Ryder Williams, once again, had no chance on that play. So fourth down and forever here. You're going to say fourth down and 42 after that sack by VJ Jones.
Wow, yeah. And again, Ryder Williams had no chance. Even if he did have an open receiver, he didn't have time to get it to him that time.
There's the punt. Takes a Tiger bounce at the 45-yard line, so a 29-yard punt by Ryder Williams. And the Mustangs have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line as the clock continues. No, stops at 3:36 left here in the third. We'll take a commercial break and be back on Lake TV. And we're back on Lake TV for live high school football. Big shout out to our sponsor, Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Quick Car at Osage Beach, Camdenton, and Jefferson City, Marcus Sikora State Farm Insurance, New Spring Wellness Center, our veterinary, Ozark Homes, Dockside Marine, the Jet Ski Place, Crown Power and Equipment, Central Bank, Lake of the Ozarks, and Lakefront Living Realty, making our broadcast here tonight possible. Make sure you support our sponsors, allowing you to watch live high school football for free. Here's Christopher Shepard now, the senior. Look out inside the 40. It's a foot race inside the 20, and he will go. Christopher Shepard from 65 yards out for the second time tonight. All the way to pay dirt, this time on the ground. What a year the senior is having. He adds to it, and just like that, Eldon scores again.
Wow. I mean, to tell you, all over the place, this Eldon team has speed. And again, don't forget the job that Line is doing up front, making those holes. I don't think he was even touched.
And another athletic young man for the Eldon Mustangs with great field vision. He was right, he was left, he was up and all around, and a low snap, nice field by Hess. Somehow picked that off the turf, and nice hole. We do have an illegal procedure, so Eldon catches a break. Otherwise, it's a missed extra point from Smithson, but they'll get another chance for the junior, Zach Smithson, who's looked pretty good on these point afters tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Eldon has looked solid all the way around. Their special teams has looked good. Offenses look great. They've got 61 points on the board. The defenses look good, giving up 14 points in this game.
Oh, Hess, the hold, the kick from Zach Smithson up and good. Wow. So with 3:26 left in the third, Eldon, their largest lead of the night, reaches 48 points. They're up 62-14. We'll be back after this.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Lori. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
Back again here on Lake TV, where the Eldon Mustangs putting on a clinic tonight as they're on their way to a perfect 3-0 start. Coach Chad Holton is supporting staff. They have to be really impressed with what they've seen tonight from their squad.
Yeah, and you'll get to talk with Coach Holt after the game on the postgame show.
No doubt about it. And our Lakefront Living Realty player of the game, our good friend Annie Falstich with Lakefront Living Realty. And then, of course, as you said, it's our post-game show presented by Quick Car with locations in Osage Beach. Of course, the new location in Camdenton.
Yeah.
And their location in Jefferson City. Of course, the Unlimited Wash Club. You can take your car in and have it washed as many times you want, even daily, if you're like Ricky, and weekly if you're like Marv. You know, he is part of that Unlimited Wash Club.
I shower over there. I go in there and just spray myself off.
That's actually not a bad idea. After tonight's sweat fest I've put on, I might need a good spray down.
You wore a coat to the game tonight. You must have been chilly at home.
So an official timeout. We'll take a commercial break and be back on Lake TV's Game of the Week after this.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Lori. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
A move to your dream home should be exciting, not a hassle. That's why you go with the experts at Sunrise Movers, where we do the hard work for you.
Back here on Lake TV, Chris, after the Versailles timeout. So with 2:42 left in the third, looks like we have a new quarterback in there. The handoff up the middle. Good piece of running, as it looks like we have new players in on both sides. And that's Ben Peck, the freshman, with the New Spring Wellness Center first down carry the quarterback in there for the Tigers, Cordell Stinger, also a freshman. And so Coach Aaron Allen says, well, time to put in the freshman. And it looks like for Eldon, they've got some reserves in there as well.
That was a real nice run. First down, just the 4th first down of the game for the Tigers offense.
Stinger now, the handoff, and nice piece of tackling there as Ben Pack once again the ball carrier. Not a lot doing in there for the Mustangs. Oliver Burrows, a freshman for the Mustangs, with the stop. So maybe 1 yard, going to bring up second down and long.
So 4 touchdowns for Eldon in the first quarter, 3 in the second, and 2 touchdowns for the Mustangs so far here in the third quarter.
Means they'll have to get just 1 in the fourth to keep that trend going.
4-3-2-1. 62-14, final minute and a half here of the third quarter.
Next week, Eldon, they'll play at Osage, their arch nemesis. Big rival in the area, low snap, and bottled up pretty quickly is Cornell Stinger, the freshman. So that backs up the Tigers even further. Going to bring up third down and long as the freshman Cordell Stinger runs back to the sideline to get the play from the coaching staff.
Second time in as many drives that we've seen a low snap getting by the Versailles quarterback, was able to jump on it, keep possession.
Just 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. As you just said, that 48-point lead. All Eldon tonight, a lot to be happy for the Eldon faithful. Going to be a long ride back home. Luckily for the Tigers, just a 20-mile drive down Highway 5. Stinger, the quick hitter into the flat, has his man. Nothing doing. Closing quickly was Jalen Beckman, the sophomore, after the 3 or 4 yard gain. And that's Cordell Stinger's first completion of his varsity career, the freshman. So now the punt formation or package personnel into the game for the Tigers.
Yeah, just 3 for 10 on those third down conversions for this Tigers offense so far in the game tonight. And that's going to do it for the third quarter.
And so with the end of the third quarter, we bring you another message presented by Our Veterinary, our friends at Our Veterinary. Want to remind everybody that the best way to prevent an increase in stray dogs and cats running around in our lake communities is to get your dogs and cats spayed and neutered. With that announcement, Our Veterinary is proud to give away another free spay and neuter through Ozarks Cat and Canine in Sunrise Beach. This message is provided by Our Veterinary, the official veterinary of Lake TV. Your score after 3, Chris, is all Eldon 62 Versailles 14. We'll be back after this.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at Our Veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our Veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
So we welcome you back now, the Tigers in punt formation.
Oh, almost
new punter in there, and it's a nice one. Takes a Tiger bounce down to about the 15-yard line, so a 45-yard punt. This time it's Brady Dobbins, the sophomore. He wears number 24, which was the number worn by his older brother, Taylor Dobbins, who's playing college football at Westminster, and he's really rewritten the record books. The former Tiger, one game last year, Chris, he had over 240 yards and 6 rushing touchdowns in one collegiate game.
Wow.
So younger brother Brady Dobbins says, I think I'm going to wear Big Bro's number and hope I can have that same success.
Absolutely. So we're into the fourth quarter now, 11-13, and the clock will be moving with this big 62-14 lead. Mercy will keep that clock going here in the fourth quarter, but Eldon with the ball again.
Another Beanland sophomore, Evan Beanland, in there at quarterback. In the first handoff he has goes a long way. Cameron Moore up the sideline. He's still going all the way to the house from 84 yards out. Unbelievable. Cameron Moore, the freshman. His first touch goes 84 yards to pay dirt. Evan Beanland, the sophomore quarterback, the backup, his first play from scrimmage. A real successful one, and the Mustangs score yet again.
Wow. And again, that offensive line opened a huge hole. I don't even think he was touched. Great speed, and he was gone. One play wonders here in the second half for the Mustangs. And they're not slowing down, they're speeding up.
Yeah, you're not kidding. So Hess back in to hold. The snap, the kick is up from Smithson. It is good, so the Mustangs, 69 Versailles, 14. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for summer at the lake, and Surdike Yamaha is the place to go. From boats and wave runners to motorcycles and ATVs, Surdike Yamaha has something for everyone. Surdike Yamaha is family owned and operated and proudly celebrating over 50 years of serving the Midwest. At Surdike Yamaha, you'll find more than just great products. We're a full service operation ready to provide all the parts, accessories, and services you need for a great time outdoors. Visit Surdike Yamaha, your one-stop shop for year-round fun at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Are you tired of the same old boring Mexican food? Then come to Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, where you'll find all of your Mexican favorites on our menu, including our signature burrito caliente and our wide variety of weekday lunch combos, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients, with a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Veracruz is perfect for all occasions. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant. Stop in for a fantastic, authentic Mexican meal or call 573-378-5757 to place a takeout order. We're located off of Highway 5 in Versailles.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. Chris, it's week 3 of the high school football season, and it's been a dandy of a start this year for the Eldon Mustangs. After tonight's game, a perfect 3-0, and next week we'll have them again as they travel to Osage. And it looks like that score getting out of hand between Osage and the Blair Oak Falcons. So Eldon and Blair Oaks will be tied at 3-0 atop of the Tri-County Conference. And Eldon looks to keep it going next week against a winless Osage team. They win that, they'll be 4-0.
Yeah, Osage, I tell you, I think Osage is better than that. If they do lose tonight to Blair Oaks, 0-3 record. They've had a couple of games that they could have won, but they kind of shot themselves in the foot. It'll be interesting to see if they can put it together and come up with a good game against this Mustangs team. We found out tonight that this Eldon team is for real. I mean, there's nothing fluke about this 69-14 lead that they have over Versailles right now early in the fourth quarter.
And it's been in all phases of the game, Chris, that they've been so dominant in, and it's why you're saying it's not a fluke. This team's roster is for real, including you see the backups get in the game. Their defense is solid. There's a short kick, and that one is on the ground and recovered by the Mustangs, although I think we're going to have an illegal touching.
Yep, think so too.
By the Mustangs. So Versailles will catch the break on the our veterinary penalty flag. And you start to see some of these miscues. You get the second and third string in. They're not as used to this game situation, but these could be valuable minutes. I mean, I hate to say it, but should the Mustangs have any injury problems, getting some varsity time and getting an opportunity after this game for Coach Holt and his coaching staff to go back to this film and say, hey, this is situational football. Here's what you did wrong. That pays dividends down the road when these younger guys get an opportunity to start or to get significant minutes on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah, for sure, because these really impressive young players we're seeing for Eldon, they're the future stars for the Mustangs in 2 or 3 years, maybe next year. So, yeah, the more real game time they get now, the better for them, the better for the program, the better for Coach Chad Holt. And you talk with the game-winning coach and the player of the game after each game on the Quick Car post-game show. And tonight you'll be talking with Eldon Mustangs coach Chad Holt and his player of the game.
All part of our Quick Car post-game show. And, of course, don't miss our classic games of the week throughout the offseason. But in season, you can see tonight's game replayed twice this week, Tuesday and what other night, Chris?
Thursday night at midnight, Tuesday night at 7:30.
Very good. So an opportunity to watch this again, and really impressive piece of tackling there. It's number 32, Evan Birdno, the senior, makes the stop. Good to see the senior making a play here in his final run with the Crimson and Gold here in Eldon.
Yeah. This is a beautiful field here. I mean, with the the farmland in the backdrop and everything, this is it's just a beautiful setup here in Eldon.
You really noticed a culture shift over the last 5 to 7 years taking place. Of course, Superintendent Matt Davis. You've got some great coaches. Shannon Jolly was here. Some of the traditions he built with some of the coaches on his staff like Dylan Davis, Chad Holt, still here in Eldon. We've seen some promise on the basketball side, the volleyball team, the women's basketball program has been so promising, the wrestling program. I mean, for Eldon, really has been a lot of growth, a lot of positive things. And I'll tell you what, once again, Friday night in Eldon, Missouri, a very special tradition that's been brewing these last 5 to 7 years. And you're seeing tonight with this capacity crowd, you see the cars for a mile into the distance, into that farmland you alluded to. And they've got a lot to be excited about and look ahead to if you're part of this Eldon Mustang community. Quick hitter into the flat. Nice piece of receiving there. Going up and attacking the football is Ben Peck, the freshman. He's going to bring up 4th down and long from the 40-yard line.
So with that 3rd down non-conversion, the Tigers just 3 for 11 unofficially on 3rd down conversions tonight. They've scored 2 touchdowns, one in the first half from 66 yards out, one in the 3rd quarter from 40, actually a 57-yard touchdown run. So 2 long plays to get in the end zone, the only scores of the game for Versailles tonight.
Brady Dobbins, another opportunity here. Nice punt inside the 5, down to about the 2-yard line. So a 38-yard punt drops it right down to the 2, and that's a real bright spot and a positive for the Versailles Tigers to look at. Their backup punter, the sophomore Brady Dobbins, does his job. And so with 7:46 remaining, we'll take a commercial break and be back on Lake TV.
Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri. We're changing lives one lake house at a time.
Hi, we're Annie
And Jesse Falstich
broker and owners
of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri.
If you're looking to buy or sell lakefront property, we have you covered. We live the lake life ourselves, so we understand we're not just selling a home, we're promoting a lifestyle. Our premier lakefront specialists are here to coach you every step of the way. So visit us at lakefrontliving.com to put our experience to work for you.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
And we're back on Lake TV. It's our game of the week for week 3 of the high school football season. Our friends, the Missouri State High School Activities Association, allowing us to bring you live high school football in 2022, our 10th season of doing such. And it's all Eldon tonight, Chris, as they lead 69-14, and little quarterback keeper on the play. Not a bad run. Positive yardage, about 6 or 7. And that's Evan Beanland, the sophomore. And I would be assuming, but I see Evan Beanland and Andrew Beanland, both sophomores. Might think we have twin brothers out there.
It kind of looks like it, yeah. And I tell you what, they're both pretty darn good. A lot of good talent out there for these Eldon Mustangs, even the young players. And a couple of the last touchdowns went first play of the drive, long touchdowns. Nice for Versailles to get a tackle there.
6:48 left. Beanland, the handoff, a nice piece of tackling in the backfield for Versailles. Nice pursuit. First man there for the Tigers, number 57. That's Shane Bright, the sophomore. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 as Bright credited with a tackle for a loss on the play.
Really nice tackle. So it was 27-0 after the first quarter. It was 48-6 at halftime. 62-14 after the third quarter.
Low snap, still down, and I think Versailles recovers the fumble.
Wow.
They're going to have it inside the 5-yard line. The first turnover of the game for Eldon, recovering it for for Versailles. Not sure who came up with it, but it was the Tigers. Let's get another look here. Ball was on the ground, just falling on it. That's 24, Brady Dobbins, the sophomore. Johnny on the spot, I believe, or is that 27?
I think it's 27, and yeah, what a great job he did getting through there to jump on the ball and give the Tigers a chance inside the Marcus Okora State Farm red zone here.
Run inside. Ben Peck goes nowhere. Stopped on the play. Number 63 for Eldon all over it. That's Trevor Hargis. Now, I don't have a 27 on the Versailles roster, either the one we had before the game or the one printed at the game, so your guess is as good as mine. But a fumble recovery, and it's Versailles' first takeaway of the game. It's going to allow them to hopefully throw some more points on the board for them, not make this look so one-sided. 2nd down and 7 inside the Marcus Okora State Farm Insurance red zone. Goal to go situation. On the ground and recovered, not able to handle the snap was Hunter Hess. He shouldn't still be in there. He's not. That's Cordell Stinger.
Yeah, and that was actually a nice snap. He just didn't catch it. Of course, that's part of getting your first, action in the varsity games. Sometimes you look up before you make the catch like that, drops it and puts him back a little bit.
So 3rd and goal to go from the 11. The freshman Cordell Stegner, he's out there. He's a little guy as a freshman getting varsity action. He'd love to throw his first touchdown pass
he
right
is
here.
5'3", 107 pounds. Yeah, he's not a big guy.
My left leg weighs more than him. It's Ben Peck up the middle. First couple of guys take him down. So 4th down and goal now from the 10. That's about a 1-yard gain for Peck. 4th and goal to go. For the Eldon defense, they'd love nothing more after the turnover inside their own 5-yard line to really get stiff here. Their backup defense takes a lot of pride, and with this opportunity against the Versailles backup, they don't want to break here. They want to show, hey, we got the stop even after we were pinned up against the wall. You gave it to them 1st and goal from the 5. And if you're the Tigers, they're hoping to get to that 20-point mark, which they would. 4th down and goal from the 10. Stegner, take the snap, looking for the end zone. Deflected and incomplete. Had his man.
Yeah, he did.
Oliver Burrows, the freshman, with the deflection, so the ball goes back over to Eldon on a turnover on downs, and the Mustangs get it 1st and 10 at their own 10.
And again, keep in mind, we've got the Quick Car postgame show coming up for you, and William Holtz will be down on the field with a game-winning coach, Chad Holt from the Eldon Mustangs, and your Lakefront Living Realty player of the game.
Be interesting to see who Coach Holt selects. I think Hunter Hess obviously has a good opportunity. Christopher Shepard had a couple of scores. Devin Wardenberg found the end zone.
Yeah.
Of course, Devin Hardy had a long score. Andrew Beanland, he's one that was all over the place. He would have had a return for a score. He did have the long fumble recovery.
Yeah.
He had a receiving touchdown that he put on a clinic on the yards after the catch. And then, of course, V.J. Jones, the defensive end, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for a loss. He was all over the place.
Yeah, he could have 5 or 6 players of the game, depending on who he chooses.
Yeah, I mean, Eldon, an impressive showing. And again, they'll improve to 3-0 before going to Osage next week. That's our game of the week. You can tune in at 6:30 for our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show with kickoff set for 7. And you could throw out the records in that one, partner. It's always fun when those two get together.
And I'm expecting a good one next week. I think that'll be a pretty good game.
Yeah, you alluded to the Osage Indians, a lot better than an 0-3 record, and that schedule has been awful tough for them early on. They played Jeff City in week 1.
That's right.
Last week, a tough opponent. They was pretty close, and tonight, of course, the reigning state champions, and Blair Oaks, a great opportunity to repeat because they brought a lot back, and that program is so good, Chris.
They're always good, yeah.
They don't lose very often. I think over the last 10 years, they've lost like 11 or 12 games.
How many years in a row has Blair Oaks won the Tri-County Conference title?
A lot. Here we go again.
Yay.
Big time run here for the Eldon Mustangs. Look out. He may go from 87 yards out. Drayton DeLong, the junior, to pay dirt. That's the explanation point for the Mustangs. 75-14 your score, 35 ticks left. And at this point, the Mustangs just rubbing it in. Unbelievable.
That was, again, impressive. I mean, 87 yards on that run. Just before that, an 84-yard touchdown run. A 65-yard touchdown run from Christopher Shepard. These guys, I mean, they're not short plays. They're total field runs.
And the promising thing is for Eldon, when you look at this team, they've got a lot of contributors that aren't seniors. As a matter of fact, it's more non-seniors. And so when you look at the next couple of years with some of these freshmen, this team is going to have weapons all over the field.
Kneels down.
And a classy play on the point after as quarterback Evan Beanland takes the knee. So with 35 seconds left, Eldon 75, Versailles 14. We'll take our final commercial break. Uncle Chris will wrap up the broadcast, and I'll see you from the field as part of our Quick Car postgame show. We'll be back after this.
Have you heard of vitamin IV drips at New Spring Wellness Center in Osage Beach? IV is a very efficient way to deliver all that goodness from vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all in a hydrating fluid. Our IV drips can increase your energy level, your wellness, and help you feel great. We can accommodate groups in the comfort of our center in Osage Beach. However, we are excited to let you know that New Spring Wellness Center is also going mobile. Now you can save time and feel better by getting an IV vitamin boost at your event, like bachelor parties, weddings, golf outings, or even a company gathering. Call New Spring Wellness Center, and with a little pre-planning, we will come to you and boost your health.
Back here in Eldon, it's been all Mustangs tonight. Just 35 ticks left on the clock. The Mustangs with a 75-14 lead here in the final minute of the game. Eldon with this win going to move to 3-0 on the season. There are only 2 undefeated teams in the Tri-County Conference at this point. Eldon is one of them. Blair Oaks is the other one. Kickoff short, bounces. Tigers will pick it up and drop on it there on the 25-yard line. The clock still running with the mercy rule in effect. And that should be the last play of the game. I think probably the Tigers will be just happy to have that final horn go off and call it a game and go home. This has been bad for the Tigers from beginning to end. 75-14, the final score. It is all Eldon. The Mustangs just crushing Versailles tonight. So it was never even a contest. The opening flip, Eldon took the ball, took the kickoff, and they took it down the field, scored right off the bat on a Hess to Wardenberg 27-yard touchdown pass, and they never looked back. 4 touchdowns in the first quarter for the Mustangs, 3 in the second quarter, 2 in the third, and 2 more in the fourth, and it was just a whipping from beginning to end. 74-14 the final score. So coming up for you next here on the Game of the Week on Lake TV, we've got the Quick Car post-game show for you. We'll go down on the field live with William Holtz. He'll be talking with a game-winning coach who is Eldon head coach Chad Holt, and the Annie Fallstitch Lakefront Living Realty player of the game as well. William will get to talk with both of them, and we'll wrap this one up for you. It is a final from Eldon Victory Field, 74-14. The Mustangs beating Versailles. It's Lake TV's Game of the Week.
Camdenton, Quick Car Wash and Lube opened in March on Jack Crowell Road, and you welcomed us with open arms. Thank you. As a locally owned business, we've served Jefferson City and Osage Beach for years with our monthly unlimited wash club. It's simple. Pull into our brand new tunnel on Jack Crowell Road as many times as you want, all for one low monthly price. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional. Every time. In Jefferson City, Osage Beach, and now Camdenton.
It's now time for the Quick Car Postgame Show.
Here on the field now after Eldon's thrashing of the Versailles Tigers, we got Eldon head coach Chad Holton. Coach, you guys set the tone early and never really looked back.
Yeah, that's what we told them. We always like to come out and play fast and in a hurry. We haven't really done that last week and kind of struggled with week one, so it's nice to finally come out and play fast.
One of the things I picked up on tonight was how strong your team is on both sides of the ball at the point of attack. Talk about how your interior linemen kind of set the tone for you guys.
Oh, they do everything for us up front. They start our run game. They shut down the other team's run game. And then we talked a little bit right before this, that depth really helps us. We don't have very many two-way guys, especially on the offensive and defensive line, so that helps teams get tired throughout the game.
Couple of guys that stood out to me. One in particular, VJ Jones defensively, man. He got off the line in a heartbeat. He was causing problems in that backfield all night.
VJ's talent's always in there. It's just about getting him geared in the right direction. I mean, he's got all the raw talent in the world, and he got to showcase some of that tonight.
Man, and you guys got weapons offensively all over the place. I'm going to come over here. Before I come to our player of the game, Coach, what can you say about your junior signal caller here?
Oh, it's nice. I've talked about him all year. He's been a great leader for us. He took over in the weight room this summer for us, being a leader, and that's why he's a captain. And it's nice to have a 3-year starter back there. And unfortunately, he's got to deal a lot with me, too, so we get to be on the same page most of the time.
I think whatever you guys are doing together is working. Congrats on the 3-0 start. We'll see you next week in Osage, my friend.
Appreciate it, Will.
That's Eldon head coach Chad Holt. Now it's time for our Lakefront Living Realty player of the game, Hunter Hess. Man, you threw 4 touchdowns to 4 different players, ran another 2. Talk about the gelling with this year's team and how you guys are being so successful.
Since we changed up our offense, our mind was set on throwing the ball a little bit more. So, I mean, Coach gave us a game plan. My line, they stepped up and gave me protection, and my receivers caught the ball. I mean, that's all it takes right there.
I think it's time for the Tri-County to take notice. Everyone kind of talks about Hunter Hess as being a runner. Well, I don't think anymore you can say that. Last week, of course, the last play of the game, Hail Mary, one of probably the coolest things you've ever been part of. And tonight, you were dropping dimes from start to finish. You like being part of an offense that lets you air it out a little more?
I love it. I mean, ever since I came into high school, I've been talking to Coach Holt, let me throw the ball, and he finally listened to me, and I think it's paying off for sure.
You guys are off to a blazing start. 3-0, you get to go to arch nemesis Osage next week. Tell me, Hunter, how good do you think this year's Mustang team can be?
I think we'll do good against them. I mean, they're a tough opponent, rival. It'll be a big game. We're playing for their homecoming, but I think we can do it for sure. We got all the guys, all the weapons.
All right, now I want to find out for you what it's like to play with an offense. You said weapons. Man, you got a huge support group around you. Talk about what it's like to share the football with so many great skilled players.
It's awesome, you know. It's never really fun if one guy gets all the fun. You got to spread it around. Everyone loves to score touchdowns, so I think everyone loves it.
Man, Hunter has put on a clinic tonight. Tri-County, take note. That's tonight's Lakefront Living Realty player of the game, Hunter Hess. Appreciate it, man. We'll see you next week in Osage. So this year, Quick Car in Osage Beach post-game show. Eldon takes care of business. They win big. They improved to 3-0. They travel to Osage next week for our game of the week. As for the Versailles Tigers, they do get head coach Warren Seitz back, but they have to play Hallsville in Versailles next week. So the Tri-County Conference, little separation as Eldon and Blair Oaks improved to 3-0, and we'll have the Eldon Mustangs again next week. Concluding tonight's ball game of the week on the Quick Car postgame show, I'm William Holtz. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.